John Madden. John
Hey.
Madden. AU. We're going mad so quickly. Are you okay? Did you die?
Fuck.
Oh, they're just.
Where did it go?
Don't you hate that shit?
Oh.
When your sneeze misfires?
Yeah, and now it's somewhere trapped inside my head.
Yeah, it's like you get a stovepipe in your sinus, and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
and
and you try to pull your ear back to like clear the chamber.
Yeah.
It's no good.
You might wind up putting the firing pin in
You get a
backwards.
double feed in your nose and blow your brain. You know,
It's like the worst part is that when a sneeze like stifles like that, 90% of the time it just comes out randomly later at some
Do
point.
you know what that must be? What having your spell stifled feels like? You're just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Let me try something.
the horrible.
I wonder if this works on me.
Oh, right. Hi, Admiral Mameral. We're going to get subs at the end of the stream,
No, it doesn't work on me.
as we normally do. So,
No,
So-
iOS 10, please.
it's fine. We're going to do something a little different today. Something that we've been meaning to get around to. I'm kind of surprised we didn't do it sooner because
Yeah.
we generally have been doing games that we think are effective. And,
Yeah, and
you know, do something that we like.
Oh my God,
in a way that
iOS
we
10.
like. Did you break it? You broke it.
I just
You can't turn off your flashlight?
can't turn off my flashlight because bringing the menu up from the bottom now brings up music for some reason.
Okay.
iPhone. No, I don't want to send my music to. Holy
We're-
shit!
we're
I'm
gonna-
going to hurt someone.
We're going to debug Cam's phone first.
There it is.
You got it.
Holy God!
Wow.
Why?
Okay, so
Hi.
this time we're going to do a bad game. Maybe not even necessarily a bad game, because that's kind of a loaded word.
Yeah. A disappointing game.
Yes, a
Or a
disappointment.
frustrating game.
I think this one is definitely more disappointing. So it's
'Cause-
Thief 2014.
Yeah.
This was a reboot of the series of the same name.
Which
so-
was like a treasured memory of mine from adolescence.
Yeah. So this is interesting because you played all the old Thief games. I didn't play any of them.
Yeah.
I played this and hated it.
I might hate it more.
Yeah, maybe.
Because, like, okay, Thief was a game that was developed in, like, 95, I want to say, by Looking Glass. And if you're familiar with Looking Glass, it is because they made every good game ever. And if Looking Glass didn't make it, I'm sorry, it's a bad game. They made Thief. They made Thief 2, The Metal Age. They made System Shock 2. I think the original was made by basically the people who went on to found Looking Glass. And the people who made... those were all the games that they made,
Yeah.
basically, apart from a couple of like earlier flight simulators and an FPS, like a sci-fi power armor FPS called Terra Nova. So basically, Thief, the original Thief, was, I'm going to say, the first game that actually successfully synthesized a stealth element into a first-person experience.
Yeah, maybe not the first game to have stealth, but the first game to make it work.
Yeah, and it worked very well. And it was so new at the time that their publisher actually made them alter the game to put in more traditional first-person gameplay elements.
Oh, yeah.
For example, like the first mission, you are breaking into Lord Bafford's manor to steal his scepter,
Yeah.
right? And your objectives are like, you know, steal at higher difficulty levels. Basically, you can't let anyone know you were even there.
Okay.
You can't raise alarms. The mission after that has you going down into a catacomb to steal something. I forget what, but you're fighting zombies with exploding arrows.
Oh my god. Because it's this is the sort of like obligation towards gameplay that I bring up a lot. That in some ways it's like born a little bit out of fear.
Yeah.
In some ways even like a financial fear, where it's just like we as a studio, or we as the people footing the bill for the studio, don't want to take a risk that this could be a flop by trying literally anything new.
Yeah.
So please put in tried and true, subtexted, old and tired
Yeah.
mechanics and tropes and gameplay and all this shit, so that for sure it will sell on some level.
Yeah.
And then do your weird like art house shit or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
but
innovate.
The thing is that nobody who wanted, like, a Quake clone at that point would have ever gone out and bought Thief, because you get to the first mission and your objective is not to kill anyone,
Yeah.
right? There's no multiplayer element, right? Like, like, the first mission is such a hard gate on that kind of gameplay that anyone who plays it, and let's be clear here, it was a pretty big success, and it was a critical favorite, except for those missions. And when they got to make the sequel, they got to get rid of all that shit
Yeah.
just make the game that they
refine it.
actually wanted to make the first time.
So.
And I'm really interested to see what the characterization of the main character is like in this version, because in Thief and Thief 2: The Metal Age, Garrett is basically, he's like a noir detective. You know, the hard-bitten, street-smart, cynical, but kind-hearted character that now is, well, I mean, has basically been a genre trope for about, in at least these kinds of stories, for the last 70 years, and has probably been that way since, I don't know, how old is the figure of Reynard in European mythology?
I have bad news for you.
Yeah?
Well, I'll just let it speak for itself.
Okay.
We should get stuck in and see what happens.
Goodbye, James.
Because, like, there was one thing that I wanted to just, like, mention right out of the gate, and many of the things I say about this game might be nitpicks, but we're going to try and get into, like, really fundamental issues that we thought. You know?
Okay.
And we're also going to give credit where it's due.
Yeah, I mean, like,
This
so far
game's
the art
gorgeous.
direction looks amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool looking. We bought your game already. Why are you advertising to us?
Yeah, like, I was...
That pisses me off. Like,
I was talking about this earlier, but it's like when you get a phone call from the bank and they're like, "Hi, would you like to try our new service?" And I'm like, you actually literally, in every meaningful sense of the words, have all of my money already. I cannot give you any more money. You have literally all my money. That's the nature of our deal. You have all my money. Stop trying to sell me shit. You've gotten it all. I've already bought your game.
yeah.
I've already bought your game. Stop trying to advertise to me.
Yeah, it always gets my hackles up a little bit when I purchase a game and it has like that sort of like advertising integration. That's even true of games that I really like, you know, like Steam and Blizzard. Although
Yeah.
Steam is a little different because it's like it is an advertising marketplace where it's like here's all the shit you could buy,
Yeah.
and then your library in a tab where's all the games that you own. You know, and then occasionally like pops up, you know, advertisement. But anyway.
Yeah, like, what possible social media integration could there be here?
I don't know. Can I just say, when did we? Oh, I guess it's just the autosave slot. It's not like it matters. We don't need this save. Let's go easy, because
Sure.
I dislike this as a mechanic in games. Again, that's like kind of a nitpick, but not being able to change difficulty on the fly, that you have to like commit to one playthrough on a particular difficulty. It's like, why?
Yeah,
Well,
Like-
so you can say you beat it on hard. It's like, so?
yeah.
Do people actually care about that? Answer yes, but it's like
Should they? I mean, I can't tell people what they should, but, like, I'm playing a game here. It's for my amusement.
yeah, like
I don't need to know that this is a dick measuring contest.
well, sticking to the shadows makes it easier to avoid unwanted attention. Visit the Queen of Beggars to donate gold. In return, you'll receive focus points.
Ooh,
Get some foot.
FP.
It's wise to hide bodies that can betray your presence. In the shitty.
There's one thing this city's taught me. You can put a price on anything. Secrets, reputations, a life. And trust. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But then I suppose none of that matters when you're me. After all, when did I ever pay for anything?
All right, so,
Okay, this is interesting.
yeah. So, like, we're going to give credit where it's due. Oh, shit, is this guy going to wake up? So, you know, it's actually a pretty good intro to the characters. Like, you pull out from the city. You see the gloved hands
Yeah.
tell you a lot about, you know, this nature of this character.
Yeah,
you know,
he
'cause
needs-
he mentions it because
Yeah.
he needs dexterity.
Yeah.
And then it's like passed out dude in a fancy house.
Yeah.
So what the fuck am I doing here? I don't feel like I belong.
Man, that duvet looks fluffy.
Ow!
Much light.
Fuck.
Let's make it a little more cozy in here.
Yoink. I don't know where I'm gonna put that. Ass. Just gonna take this. And whatever that is, just gonna frisk you of everything. Hut. Ooh. I'm gonna drink out of that later.
I wonder what this just occurred to me.
What's that?
I wonder what a stealth-based game would look like in a society that didn't have money.
Electronic kind of, I don't know, or just like taking possessions
Yeah, well,
or resources. that
yeah.
were- So one of the criticisms I heard leveled against this game was that they felt that the character, was it Garrett, felt way more like a klepto in this game rather than like a master thief, just like rifling through everybody's belongings.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm gonna take every fucking trinket instead of like, I'm a big deal,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go after the like this. It's not even about the money at this point. It's
Yeah.
like I want to go after the big score to see if I can. Hut!
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Yeah, it feels petty, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
when you steal like the change out of their jeans.
Yeah. That having been said, again, I have pretty few bad things to say about the art direction of this game. It's like it does have a lot of personality. Unfortunately, once we get to the dialogue, we will see how that pans out. Just gonna hide this loading sequence right here.
That's
Yeah.
actually kind of clever.
It is actually clever. Get inside. All right. Oh, Dalebridge Attic. All this shit here. Come on, get some fake doors. There's not even a fucking handle on this one.
Get your real fake doors.
Oh. Watch out for brids. Can I crouch? Can I crouch? Do 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 do.
Someone's a bird lover. That painting's more my taste. I should take a closer look.
He said to no one in particular. Move the mouse. Oh, right. So this was a system that they...
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, a couple of the mechanics in here are pretty cool. Let's... trying to remember how to do this.
This feels like something that would be way easier with the force feedback on a
Probably.
controller.
But, like, I hate playing first-person games with a controller.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Personally, but...
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Yay! So here's the big score.
Hmm.
I'm gonna eat that.
What the?
Uh-oh.
Well, they do call the rooftops the Thieves' Highway.
Who's
I
they?
just hope that's not what I think it is.
Who could it be? Well, let's get out of here. But first, just gonna take whatever the fuck this is.
Just gonna leave that out there.
Yeah, man, I love this. The things we take for granted in video games, just like, oh right, do I have to use this? So 8. This is like tutorial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. So the Y is the sort of like cheat sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Doink. So did they have this in the previous games, like the shooting?
Oh yeah, rope arrows were.
Hello. Oh man. Oh god, are you fucking ready? I'm not. Hello, other character.
Aaron. Of course it is. Care to make a little more noise next time?
How else would you know it was me?
Hi.
Basso did tell you we were working together on this, right?
Well, I showed up, so what do you think?
I think you haven't changed a bit. Come on, it'll be just like old times.
So, what have we learned about this character in 3 seconds?
Is she sassy?
Yes. In that infuriating way where it's just like, huh, I don't need you.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Garrett, come on.
Which they only ever do with like female characters,
Yeah.
and is going to pay off really. Oh my god, she's gonna do this the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And spoilers, she's gonna fuck up and need our help,
Oh, well, you know, as is necessary, right?
which is just like the most annoying character trope, and it always happens with like this is a character that's off a shelf,
Mm-hmm.
and I really resent use of it. Wait, how come I can't? Oh, do I need to run or something? I'm old. Elliot.
Glad you could make it.
Did you pick that route because it was fast or because you thought it'd be fun?
This
I like her
Can it be
tactical
both?
corset.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get Basso his commission.
So, I now already hate both these characters because
Yeah.
they're like shitty canned banter.
Yeah.
That's just like super forced. It's like, okay, we're doing this, I guess. So so now the light gem shows us how hidden we are. So in broad daylight.
Are you going to use any of those shadows, Lady Lamplight?
I was just scouting ahead. I know you always like to go first.
Oh, how do I unstick from here? There we go. Do.
You should get yourself one of these. See you on the other side.
Looks like I won't be going that way.
I also love the trope of having characters work together, and i.e. not actually work together at all,
Yeah.
and being matched up. It's like, oh, this will be great. You'll work together so well, even though you hate one another. But you're both independently good. So if I put you
Yeah.
together, even though I know you hate each other, it'll work great. Oh wait, it didn't. I did not expect that in the least. Whoopsie. I'm trying to remember how I swoop. I think you learn that later. Just like picking up purses and shit off the street.
Yeah, why is a silver cup just sitting out in the street?
Don't worry about it. It's loot. Players love grabbing loot. I mean, in some ways, it is actually kind of like flying contrary to the look, because like this looks like not a very, upscale area at all,
Yeah.
right? This is sort of like the common man's, thoroughfare. And it's like shiny silver goblet, just
sitting
someone
right there.
just fucking left there. It's like,
Yeah.
hello, I am a video game item. Please pick me up for loot.
Yeah, this is the breadcrumb. You should follow through this level.
Yeah. It would be interesting if the treasure
come
was
on.
a little bit more varied for the kind of zone. So it's like here, I don't know. What would you find that was precious in like a kind of rundown area? Not a lot.
Labor.
Labor. A perfect painting. No, a perfect poem.
Jealous of the claw?
This pose as
I
well.
made it myself.
Just
Sure,
Yeah.
Watch will be very impressed.
Could you stick your
Certainly
hips out
knows
further?
coming.
please
They'll have to catch me first.
sexualize yourself
Just be aware
more.
of your surroundings.
It's not about taking in the sights, Garrett. It's about taking in the loot.
Just
I really resent that I'm about to complain about Garrett's voice actor,
Yeah.
who is... I'm complaining because he is not the original voice actor.
yeah. I mean, I don't have a horse in that race,
No.
but
It's a
You do
stupid
still
complaint.
Steal, right?
I've been stealing since before you could crawl.
so
There's the Garrett I know. How about a friendly wager? Let's see who can take in the most.
in case you hadn't gotten this connection, this relationship yet, they're going
Right.
to beat you over the head with it.
Right.
Did you know she's sassy?
Is she...
And you're the sort of like cool and in control one?
Yeah.
She's a loose cannon.
Yeah. Someday she's gonna take it too far.
Oh, do you think that day will be today?
I just hope I'm there to see you fall.
Oh my god, I can't believe you said that.
Wait, really?
I don't think he literally says that, but that is literally what happens.
Oh my god.
Yep. Hooray, I found a ladder.
Please tell me she also isn't your love interest.
No.
Okay, that's something at least.
Yeah, but she is the MacGuffin
Okay.
for the whole for the whole game,
Okay.
which is kind of the same.
Right.
You know that thing that happens to women in games where they suddenly like gain a magic power and become an important bargaining chip
Oh, yeah,
for the rest of the male characters?
Yeah, right.
Mm,
Yeah.
That happens. So,
Look what I found.
what did you find?
You and me out on the town? Why did we stop doing this again?
Do you really need to ask?
Shouldn't you be quiet?
I mean, I am a master thief. Supposedly.
Steffu.
God, you know what this is like? This reminds me of one of my dad's beefs with the second Aliens movie, which he loves,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
love,
Yeah.
and I think I have the same feeling. And he was just like, the only thing I didn't like about that film was that they were Marines instead of just army.
Yeah.
Because their attitude and their behavior,
Yeah.
and like there's just like little bit of unprofessionalism and sass back.
Yeah, whereas the United States Marine Corps
They're-
is like the very like
Very
straight-
disciplined, very just like straight up and down.
Yeah.
operator.
Whereas like I read somewhere that they were based on like Vietnam era United States infantry,
yeah,
right?
in fact, yeah, that's definitely
Like
what
kind
I
of
feel like.
the practice slouchiness.
Yeah. So it's the same way with this. It's like we're meant to buy Garrett as a master thief, but he actually just seems like, you know, an asshole burglar
Yeah.
by the end of this game. In fact, by like 10 minutes into this game, he seems like, you know, jackass burglar,
Yeah.
you know, and his like incompetent sidekick.
Well, it's like in Watch Dogs.
I'm gonna take scissors. What was that about Watch Dogs?
Well, in Watch Dogs, like you can, you know, you're the master hacker who basically like robs everyone blind,
Yeah.
right? Like your only means of interacting with people are to shoot
Below
them
profile in places where I'm not welcome.
or
There's a lot of
steal
those
all the
places.
money out of their bank account, right?
There we go. I don't think it's that difficult to make a burglar that's likable. I mean, it's like Robin Hood was,
Yeah.
you know, is the sort of archetypal one where it's just like he's stealing for a reason and has some kind of moral code
Yeah.
that you know that I imagine would be immediately apparent and isn't in this case. You know, it's like you could have done a lot with this character and done a lot very quickly in here. You know, by having him, like I said, you know, a master thief would be in it for the thievery, for the stealth, for, you know, getting the big score and never being noticed, as opposed to just like, let's get as much shit as we can in our gunny sack.
Like it's
Frankogram.
If you're going to urinate in the street like a watchman, at least do it out of the light. Everybody can see you.
The rest of the city, I think, has a way better personality than you.
huh. So it's just the head writer.
Maybe. It's interesting because it's like the
Try those gavel wings.
Gabble Wings. Because, yeah, like the look and feel, and even, again, that little exchange has way better chemistry and personality than the fucking main characters.
Yeah.
Who I hate. Because they're awful.
Maybe it is just the lead writing.
It could be. It's just like everybody around, and I wonder how much the expectation to do this kind of writing there is. And does it even work? Is this actually what people want? Do people want this?
I don't know.
I don't personally don't understand it because it drives me crazy. It sure is a window. Here we go.
Like, this seems like another one of the games where everyone involved with it is very talented.
Yeah.
Right? Like, all the people who worked on this game seem very, like, the art direction, I'm sure it's very well coded, but, like, the actual everything, the project everyone is collaborating on is just not terribly interesting so far.
Yeah. I guess, you know what it could be? Maybe this is what happens when you get a lot of extraordinarily talented people on a promising IP and have the shots called by someone with no vision.
Possibly,
Or
yeah.
maybe not even no vision, but just like not a terribly original or interesting vision. So they're aping a lot of the styles of, you know...
I wonder if something analogous to what happened with the first Thief game happened here.
Oh god, here we
So how
go.
much did you steal?
I'm high as fuck.
It's not how much you steal. It's what you steal.
Except that
You just stole everything.
you took scissors! See what I mean?
Like
You
this
can't...
primal stone thing that Basso wants is in the stairwell.
I'll get to that in a
at
second.
Northcrest Manor.
It's the Baron's mansion.
See, she's just an asshole.
Won't
Yeah.
be easy.
Worried?
Yes, and so should you.
We'll be fine. I'll pick up your slack.
That is not what is going to happen, but...
This job's getting more complicated by the second.
Okay, so, yeah, that bit of dialogue, it's like, you can't say that
Yeah.
and not have it represented in gameplay. Like,
Yeah.
You picked up a fucking cup off the street.
Yeah.
You stole someone's, like, pinking shears.
Yeah.
And you're sitting here telling her that it's about what you steal.
Yeah.
That's the character that this person, I think, should be, but isn't.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of guards.
They're definitely not here for the summer festival dance. A lot of guards means a lot of steel. Thieves and swords do not get on well.
I've never had a problem with swords. But then again, I'm not just a thief.
We can't let the Baron's guests see this thing giving out. And we can't frigging see without it.
Ah, go off and on all the time.
So you can't fix
Right, the swoop maneuver.
None of the staff can keep up with all his lordship's experiments. It's not going to be much of a brighter future if the lights go dark.
Yoink.
Bronson, over here.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Help the new boy, will you? He's been trying to light a fire basket for 10 minutes.
What am I, his father?
Go on before he sets fire to himself.
Alright, so moving through water, you want to move real slow so you don't make any noise. Oh wait, there's coins there. People threw this shit into a wishing well. I, Garrett, Master Thief, must possess them. Yeah. Master Thief.
Yeah, I don't, like... When I was talking earlier about, like, the original Thief having to basically put in its time as an FPS in order to get made at all, I wonder if something similar happened here, where it had to put in its time as a Thief game.
You're not even wrong. Or just like...
Stupid dross. Damn thing stay lit.
Do 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 do. Hey, what's up? Ooh, more shit that I can
Just
take. An
sitting
ashtray,
A silver ashtray.
a polished silver ashtray.
Fossil flame if it was doused in oil, son. I'll show you how it's done. If you pack it together too close, then the air won't feed the flame.
I should know better. My family used to be charcoal burners.
Oh, yeah? That's work you don't see much since the factories came.
Hello. And now it's my turn.
Come on.
What?
I need to take him down quickly,
Oops.
and alive.
You're okay. You are okay. Mine now. God damn it.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could listen to the conversations people have
Why'd you
and
kill
some of
this
them would
guard?
have value?
He was barely older than you.
He was a guard, Garrett. Wrong place, wrong time.
You haven't changed, have you?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't kill without thought or good reason, and I don't get paid for it.
So basically, it's okay when you do it, but not me. I see. I get it. But you know that guard? He's not gonna wake up later and follow our trail to cause trouble.
When any guards wake up, I'm usually long gone. Because I'm a master thief. Did you know that? Aaron. Aaron. Hey, Aaron. Master thief.
Call me Master Thief.
I want you to
You're
say
so
the
eager to
words.
leave? Maybe I should have first.
Dun-dun-dun.
Da-da-da-da-da.
You're holding me back.
You're lying
You
on that
literally
throne.
said it.
Holy shit.
I know. You literally.
She said the thing.
She said the exact words.
Yeah.
It's like, what I love about that is that it came at the end of her saying that through subtext, the whole time through.
Yeah.
And then it's like, in case you hadn't picked up on this,
Yeah.
she is now going to actually say it. You stupid fucking pleb. You know, like this is when writers and creators just like really condescend
Just
to their audience. It's like, you're so fucking stupid that you haven't picked up on what's actually going on here, so I will spoon feed it to you.
later on, does she argue that from her point of view, the Thieves Guild is evil?
Maybe? I don't know. I don't even know if you get that far. Okay. Oops. Fuck. Hold on. Wait, where's my...
Can you just beat him in the back in the
I
face?
just kind of
with
wanted
a
to beat
bottle?
him with it. Eliop?
Hey,
Hello.
what's going on? Who's making noise?
Nobody. Certainly not a master thief. Ooh, goodies. What's this? A
Step
chess
out.
piece.
Go
A
back where you
fucking
came
gold chess piece.
Just abandoned out here.
Yep.
Either I heard something,
No, you didn't.
or I need more sleep.
Probably. Hold on.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
halt where you are!
Right. Dead. Right, because it's the tutorial level, and if you raise the
Yeah.
alarm the first time, it kills you.
Like, you can actually have characters come out and say what they're feeling,
Yeah,
right? People do that all the time.
true. However,
Yeah.
a lot of the time it's just shitty writing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Who did that?
Eek.
Step out. Go back where you came from.
You didn't see nothing.
Nothing. Clear bells.
Sorry. It's unfortunate. I think that stealth games have a really tough time because they have to make, like, by necessity, they need to make NPCs act way dumber than they should
Yeah.
for the sake of the game not being impossible.
Well, like, one of the things that bothered me in the original one was that you could stand in a pool of shadow in like the middle of a room. Like if you stood behind a pillar that was casting a shadow in the middle of a well-lit room, you could hide there, even from a guard who should be able to see you silhouetted against the rest of the well-lit room.
Oh.
Right? Because it didn't like consider what the guard was seeing, it was considering whether you were in shadow or not.
Yeah. Ooh, a rope. Hit. Oh, it's you. Could you stop killing people?
You're worried I might beat you to this thing? I'd share, probably.
Please stop.
I'm worried you're gonna get us both killed.
You're a loose
I can
cannon.
handle myself, okay?
She said it again.
I can move faster, I can climb faster, I can...
You could kill faster and make mistakes faster. I get it. You're not in control.
That's why I'm better. Deal with it. Let's just get the job done.
Get the shades on. Oh, God. I fucking hate this writing.
Yes.
Junk.
I think we'll do it without this.
Lol. Yeah, you're off the case. No,
McGonagall.
oh. Fucking. All right. Random ass cutscene. Yes, sir, you're my coffin.
I'm guessing that's what we're after. The Primal Stone.
Robes. Robes are always a bad sign.
Brothers Cornelius, Aldous, present the keys.
I've definitely seen that
Northcrest.
magic card.
Brothers of the Awakened, we are gathered here to usher this city into a new age. One of progress and industrial enlightenment. Let us begin the channeling of the primal.
Just let it happen, Cam.
Scaramamacana.
Come on, let's go down there. This will be fun.
No. We're done here. Job's over.
What? Are you joking?
Something's not right. It's too dangerous. And you're not ready yet.
You know, I'm not a kid anymore. I can do this. I'm going down there with or without
Don't
you.
fuck up.
Not without this, you're not.
When you nut and they still channeling. Grr. Look, thieves.
Don't move!
Oh, who saw that coming?
Garrett, I'm slipping! Ah! Garrett, give me the claw!
Later. I don't need your help. Oh wait, I totally do.
So long as we contrive
It means for you to need
Yeah.
my help. Oh no! They also somehow managed to give a collapsing building no sense of weight.
Yeah.
Just like that sounded like a wrapper being sort of crumpled a little bit. Sound design is important. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that was the first 10 minutes. That was the or maybe even 20 minutes. That's our intro. We'll just wait till this is over and then you can tell me how bad that hurt.
Hey! Looks like he's waking up. Come on. Stop slacking. We gotta get him in the city before they call the lockdown.
Pace yourself, boy. We just need to get him to the clock tower, safe and sound, and then we'll be rosy.
Where's this car going?
Baker's in Stone Market.
Was I talking to you? Hey! Get moving! Fucking beggars.
Makes you miss the old watch.
The voices! Stop!
So was the gloom a thing in previous games?
No.
It's a thing in this game, but it never... I don't think it ever pays off anywhere.
Huh.
Nobody gives a shit about us, boy. You'll learn that soon enough.
All he cares about is progress.
What are these subtitles?
I think they're all
Of course. Do you? That's not food for our bellies. That's not medicine for the sick. You don't think you're safe because you got a job shoveling shit for the rich. The Baron has a noose for every one of us. But change is coming. Orion is going to bring change. The Baron will burn. See? See? They're scared of the truth. Keep your head down.
You there! Who are you speaking with? Stop!
Goodbye. I hope he was well paid at least. I guess I should get out of here. I mean, he does have really nice gloves. Master Thief. Hiya. Ellie, good idea. I mean, at least he didn't talk to himself that much.
Yeah.
Something's not right. I'll make the clock tower clear my head.
Okay, so...
Don't let him get away!
Oh, fuck. Here, I'm gonna just get up on a rooftop, and we can talk about what just occurred. You probably won't find us up here. Ooh. Healthy. So, that was a whole lot of shit that happened.
Yeah, so you got your protege slash friend killed?
Sort of. She got herself killed. She bit off more than she could chew.
Yeah, but you took the claw. You took the claw.
The claw! It's just like...
The claw. Right, like, why did you do that? Presumably because you're a bitter and resentful old man?
Yeah, and you didn't want her to...
Damn millennials.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Back in my day.
Back in my day, we'd have this shit stolen by now.
Yeah. You and your millennials with your goddamn claws.
In my day, we had to use our bare hands, not the claw.
So, luckily we had Garrett there to tell us that something's not right.
Yeah. And, of course, like... I just don't even know where to start with.
Yeah.
With just how shitty this character is. Like, how shitty and how generic it is.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen this character a hojillion times.
Yeah.
And this exact matchup a hojillion times. And... Are you okay?
Yeah, I just kicked the underside of the table.
And it's just like, there's nothing new done with it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh... Like, it's so stale, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, like, I mean, we've been seeing this character for centuries now. Like, how old is the character of Reynard in European mythology?
I don't know.
Like, the thief.
I don't
But,
know.
like, this is, you know, I'm sure when they were writing this guy, they were like, yeah, he's a very noir... This is very noir. It's
Yeah.
noir. Has anyone here seen a noir movie? A what? But the character is noir.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what that means? No. But from what I understand, they're very hard-bitten, and they're cynical, and they drink whiskey.
Yeah. But they got a heart of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For some reason. Do we know what that means? No.
Not really. So, anyway, your partner, what have you, like, at this point in the game, sort of implied, well, not like love interest, because, like, she's awful.
Yeah.
But the means that they chose to have her express her believed superiority over you are really sexualized, and it just seems like she's flirting with you the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is, again, insufferable.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, why can't she just be
like she's
a
supposed to be
a crime partner?
Yeah, she's
and
supposed
not
to be
be
competent.
like, so Garrett, you want to steal some things? I got something for you to steal. It's like, oh my god, just stop. Just please stop.
Yeah. Like,
You know?
is this supposed to be like a Batman Catwoman thing?
Holy shit! Maybe. Ugh. 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 Except you actually work together?
Yeah.
Go there. I will.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, maybe we should talk about fridging a bit.
Yeah.
Where a female character is introduced, and then
almost immediately
like killed or,
to provide motivation for the
main character, the actual main character who's always a man.
And now here's the thing: is that like, I think I've seen this sort of argument turn on its head. It's like, well, you know, can't you do that with anything? It's like because it's like fridging usually happens where it's like there is one female character who's a protagonist introduced, and she's the one who gets whacked. If the entire cast was women and one of them got killed, that wouldn't be fridging.
No.
Because it would just be like one among the other thing. It's the same thing with like, this happens with queer people too. Where it's just like,
you introduce like a gay or lesbian or trans character, and they immediately get hate crimed.
Or they get
how
killed.
Awful. Yeah.
They get killed. That's just like, that's wanky. But
Yeah.
if you had like 3 or you know more, and one of them that happened to, it would be like, okay, that's maybe not as much. Like, whether you mean it or not, when you do that to a character in that framing, you are saying something more than maybe you think you are.
Oh yeah. Like the fact that that we have these terms belies a lot of our attitudes towards these people.
Yep. Oh dear.
Like, fridging comes from, it was a comic, but was it like
It was
Daredevil?
Yeah, it was Daredevil, where
Right.
his girlfriend literally gets chopped up and put in a fridge, and then he's
Yeah.
like, you evil bad guys! I will revenge upon all of you."
Yeah.
I'm glad my girlfriend was there to be killed to give me motivation.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have a story to tell here.
Yeah.
We would have to find something else to do with the next several issues. Was it Green Lantern?
Green Lantern? Okay, that's. Ugh.
Shutting the city up like this won't stop the gloom spreading. We're only sitting on coffee.
Oh wait, I can just go over this way.
The Watcher locked down Stone Market. But when did I ever let a lock hold me?
Good thing we were there to tell ourselves that.
Yeah, I mean, in some way, it's like you're presented a challenge where, you know, the character doesn't have the means to relate information to themselves. But I'm never really a fan of the kind of, you know, witty one-liners to yourself.
Yeah, like, I wish somebody was here to hear that.
Yeah, it's just like, that was so fucking clever. Yep.
Like, I think we've established that you're her daddy, but whether that means you're her father or boyfriend is really kind of up in the air.
You two have some sort of history.
You just bought me another day.
My inventory is full. I must build more voluminous asshole. Hello. Ooh. You know, okay, now what I really enjoy about this is that Garrett has...
Sorry, Chad.
Yeah, has established himself as like, I only kill people when I have to and when it's normal. And we just picked up a pack of broadhead arrows.
Ah.
I only kill when I have to. I have an honor code. So why the fuck did we get this? I guess that's up to the player to decide, but
yeah,
that's weird. I'm a master thief. Did you know that I'm a master thief?
Well, you keep telling us that. So.
Yeah. Oh my god! You know what that reminds me of? Have you watched The Room?
Yeah, no.
Are you
actually,
okay.
I've been told enough about The Room, and I've watched. I think I've been inflicted the entirety of The Room on me several times over in the form of like clips from people being like, "You have to watch The Room."
So here's a thing about The Room. It might even have coined its own trope. The character Lisa in it, throughout the movie, Tommy Wiseau and other characters repeatedly relentlessly, incessantly say, "Oh, Lisa's so beautiful. You know, she's so beautiful. She's pretty. Blah 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 blah." The actress is really average.
Okay.
Which is like, okay, but it's like you can't say a thing about a character enough times that it becomes true. You have to have them demonstrate that in some
Right.
way. You know, whether it's like behaving in a way that you know gives them that character. You can't just say it and have it be true.
Right, yeah.
And
like
you know,
Anakin and Obi-Wan agreeing that they are the world's bestest friends in
Yeah.
episode 2.
Because we are standing near one another.
Yeah, we are such good friends. Do you remember that time that we did that thing together? Oh,
Yes.
yes. I hate you.
Yeah.
It's fairly quiet when used the right way. Aaron made this thing sound noisier than it is.
You know, just to... We didn't get that she was incompetent.
Yeah.
Yet. Even after she's been, what it looks like, killed, Garrett's still going to take pot shots at her ability. You know, it's just like... It shows a lot of resentment and, you know, like... it's contempt for audience is what it is. It's just like... Yeah, like I said before, it's like you plebs are so fucking stupid that we're gonna have to drill this thing into your head ad nauseum, ad infinitum,
Right.
for you to understand it. You know, we're just gonna keep spamming the same note, and you will not be expected or, you know, believed to be capable of understanding, you know, not just subtext, but just text.
What are you looking at? Price on that jeweled mask. Be enough to feed 100 squawking mouths for a year.
Don't you go catching a conscience now. Worse than
So...
I can cut through the jewels to get around these gates. Besides, that mask sounds interesting.
Yep. So this is more. I think this is more in keeping with his character. So
Yeah.
Like one big score that's like that actually does seem kind of cool, and or put somewhere that would be difficult to get into.
Yeah.
You know. So how am I gonna get down there? Yep. Master Thief. Oh.
I would really love a game like this where you actually had to plan a heist.
You need to play Quadrilateral Cowboy.
Okay. Because, like, I remember that was a great element in Rainbow Six. The original, where you had to actually, like, plan out the waypoint. Like, you were given the map of whatever it was that you were supposed to be, like, army manning through.
Yeah.
And you had to, like, set waypoints for various teams to go through, like, certain doors and meet up in certain places, and then you would execute the plan. The only problem with it was that there was no save point between planning everything out and playing the game.
Oh, that sucks.
So you would kick down the first door, accidentally cap a hostage, and have to go through the entire, like, 45-minute
That would
planning
be nice
process over again.
if they had like a break point where it's like, okay, I like this, or that you could go back and revise the plan. This game is very atmospheric. I will give it that. Again, I always give props where they're due. Oh, sorry. I am. Hang on. I have the sickness as well. I want to get in here, I guess. Wait, where's what? There's a key for focus vision that I completely missed.
Like, I would love to hear from somebody who worked on this game what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Because right now, if I had bought this game, I'd be like, yeah, the first hour is kind of weak, but I'm sure it'll get better.
Yeah. Dang it.
Like, all the gameplay elements seem fine,
Yeah,
except
they're
for, like,
alright.
a couple of the, like, quick time events, basically, that are from what I understand, from what I'm getting, are masked loading screens.
Which is, you know, fine.
Yeah.
There's not really anything wrong with that. I think they do end up getting a little tedious by the end. Alright, well, let's break in.
A few guards, residents upstairs. Stealing the mask shouldn't be a problem.
Oh.
Hey, what was that?
I feel like I can think and act faster than normal when I concentrate. What happened to me?
What was that?
Make plot go forward. Somebody was saying that you said that when you played this on your stream.
Make plot go forward now. Ooh. Oh, I was hoping that I could stick this in a in somewhere. I wonder. You had too much soda pop, my friend. Sleeping on the job? You're fine.
Stop.
So yeah, focus vision will highlight all the like interactables, which is useful. How do I get rid of the rest of these? Well, let's just start stealing everything from these apparently unlocked cases that have wire mesh on the top, but nobody thought to lock up. Alright, well yeah, no, this shit's just open. We're going to steal all the Ewells. God damn it.
Hungry.
Who's hungry? They might be upstairs. Just gonna close that lid. Did you know, Cam? Master's Thief.
In Dishonored, has anyone else played a stealth game that has dogs?
I don't think so. There weren't dogs in Dishonored.
Okay.
And also, we probably need to bring that up sooner or later. Because
Comparison to Dishonored
was a game that was a better Thief game than this.
Yeah.
By miles. Just like thematically and aesthetically and mechanically. Like along just about every metric, Dishonored is a better game than this. And a better Thief game, if you can believe that.
Yeah, no, I totally believe it.
So, we've said just about everything we could possibly say about that game in our playthrough of it. You know what? It doesn't even matter how much of this shit we steal. Whoops. No, I didn't want to actually close that, but here we are.
I'll put them in their place.
Ooh. So there's a guard.
Who's sleepy.
We'll get him. Go tonight, be asleep.
Oh!
What did the five fingers say to the face? Slap! Oh, there's tiny little sweet spots for this one. So I guess maybe if we had tried to do this one, he might have heard us.
Like you backhanded that guy 15 feet.
Yeah. And not even hard. It just looked like I sort of went, eh.
Yeah.
Like Saitama's backhand. Just like nearly kills someone. Yeah.
I'll take this.
Okay. This one was special, apparently.
Ah.
Glod. Okay, we get Glod splits.
Wasn't the first Splinter Cell game third person?
Was it?
I thought it was.
I don't think I've ever played any of them.
I remember on original Xbox.
Wait, is that a place I can go up? Okay, looks clear. How do I... There we go. There! Master Oh, we're back here. Piss. Where's the upstairs?
Haven't you already gotten the mask out of the window?
I think no. I think it's downstairs. And in fact, I think these are the guards that we have cleared out already. So let's make our way downstairs. Making my way downstairs. We should also take a break soon because I also have to urinate very badly. Oh, this guy. Do we have? What can we do?
City.
Assault is still not ready.
Bop. You're fine. You are fine. You are just fine.
Head trauma just puts you to sleep for a little while, and then you wake up with no consequences
I
whatsoever.
had a friend say, "Man, I wish that it worked like it did in movies, where if you get punched hard enough, you just spit out blood and fall asleep."
Yeah. Instead of having chronic problems for the rest of your life.
They're just like, "You ain't the same guy anymore." He's just like, "Where am I?" Head trauma's no fucking joke.
Yeah. Well, like, what's the gag about how, like, you know, the seriousness in real life versus seriousness in media?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like head trauma in real life, very serious; in films, no problem. However, if you cough in a movie,
you're
dead.
fucking dead.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. We need to
Now
find
we have to quap our way through this.
We have to find the piece of paper that has the code on it, or not care. I'm just gonna, I just feel safe in here. Excuse me. Oh, hang on. He's got a thing. I think there's a... How do I...
Did we pick up? Where's our inventory?
Where is our inventory? Options. Keep rod. Focus. Melee. Observe.
I like that there's just one button marked interact.
Yeah. Open journal F1, which is a weird key for it to be.
Yeah.
Documents. Well, there's no codes. Oh well. Maybe I'll come back to it later. Yeah, poppy flowers are a consumable you get later that replenishes focus points. Because there's abilities that you unlock. Oops. There we go.
There were numbers, 739.
Did I seriously just like go past it?
No idea.
On the side? Hold on. Documents. 7-3. Oh.
All right.
Hidden numbers. I like his... Watch how his hand moves. I'm turning it the wrong way. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, Lamau. What this?
More extravagant than my usual masks. One for the collection.
Neat.
Never know when I'll be invited to a ball.
Baller. Let's...
There's windows should get me over that gate.
Cool. Let's take a break.
All right.
And we will be back momentarily.
Yeah.
So, Burbs. Whoop. Yep. There we go.
Well, here we are. We're back. We have to run and get snacks because it's important to keep your strength
You're so
up.
far out of frame. It's hilarious.
It's important to keep your sugars up. To avoid just dunking on something.
Just be like, this is shit. It's garbage.
Yeah, and to retain your constructive, critical viewpoint.
Indeed.
So salt and vinegar chips.
Nice. So you wanted to talk a little bit about noir.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep moving around while you do that.
My experience with noir was largely based on, well, I mean, like, the American noir films are kind of like this corpus of movies that were made in mid-century about usually like a detective who is trying to resolve some kind of horrific criminal situation. So there are movies like Double Indemnity and Chinatown, which deal with pretty horrifying people and situations. And the underlying premise of of noir is that the world is fallen and is a horrible place that is basically beyond redemption.
I definitely get the feel from this game. You know, the gloom is set in. Atmospherically, the game is very dark, very rainy, very impoverished. The city guard are, run amok. And definitely, the sort of remark that the character had earlier that it's like, it makes you wish the old guard, or it makes you miss the old watch.
Yeah.
Implying that this is like a new thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That the city's just gotten way shittier.
And so the main character is like this hard-bitten detective who is very cynical, who's very wounded by the world, and who is generally given like a sliver of a chance at some kind of redemption, usually through the presence of a young woman who later turns out to also just be a product of this fallen world, and typically winds up dead. And our main character is left alone again, becoming even more cynical and hardened to the world. Like Chinatown. Working the Chinatown beat is awful, and it ends with, forget it, Jake, it's Chinatown, right? Like, you cannot fix the world, you cannot help the world. It's beyond fixing. It's beyond help. And here we are, 70 years later, with the same shit.
Yeah, that's so.
Like, you can always tell, like, Batman has this mode that the character operates in that's very heavily based on noir, right? Like, Gotham City is a noir setting, only it's also inhabited by all these fantastical characters.
Yeah.
So, depending on the writer, Batman can be like this very noir detective. And usually, it would be nice if they did something with that, i.e. examine that character or what it meant.
Or do almost literally anything. So
Yeah.
this is the problem with tropes in anything. The tropes themselves are not even necessarily bad. They're formulas that work. But when you take one fully formed off the shelf and do not change anything, what I said earlier when we were talking was, if you were if you're editing a video and you made a title and you used the default font, default kerning, and everything and wrote your title, like the Sony Vegas like default font thing, it's like, I see what you did there. You didn't try.
Yeah. Well, what you're doing is you're taking an existing character off the shelf
and just using it.
And what happens when you do that without modifying it or questioning it is that it actually, this template that you're using for your character becomes an absence of character.
Yeah, because they're based entirely around cultural shorthand, which is an idea that certain symbols, certain appearances will shorthand a thing. It's like I did a thing about this where it's like, if you put a guy in an overcoat and like a fedora and like a cigarette, that's a detective.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything because that's just the detective uniform.
Yeah, or it's like, if you're walking along the street with a brown paper bag with a baguette and carrot greens sticking out the top.
Yeah, that's the
That's
cultural
the universal
shorthand
symbol for groceries.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's fine because that can be a useful way to articulate a lot of information in a short period of time. But
data compression is useful.
But you have to go further than that. Like, that just gets your foot in the door. If you know, your character that you've established has, you know, this outfit. You're like, okay, he's a detective. And then he behaves exactly the way, like, every detective does.
Yeah, it's like, cool. I
It's
didn't
like,
actually... like,
okay.
I knew the way this was going to end from the moment we started off. And, you know, sometimes being able to see the end is interesting, because that's the essence of tragedy, right? Like, in tragedy, you know how things are going to end up, and everyone winds up on this, like, ballistic path that's determined from the start, and you, like, that's where the tragedy comes from, is that everyone knows better, but here they are, you know, colliding with each other.
It's like, you could have prevented this.
Yeah, and here we are in the midst of tragedy, right? Watching these same things on a completely avoidable collision course.
Yeah.
And nobody doing anything to alter it.
Yeah, it's just like, and what frustrates me about, you know, these you know, I use the word generic a lot, is because it's just like, it's so fucking easy to change literally anything, and nobody does. Like, that's, you know, when I talk about, you know, white male protagonist, it's not even just that it's, you know, a white male protagonist, it's the same one.
Yeah.
It's, like, you can do different things with, like, white dudes, but
Yeah.
they don't. It's
always like the
same guy.
ex-military, like,
you know, the
mid-30s.
stubble, the sort of like kind of grim outlook on life,
Yeah.
the slightly husky breath, you know, just like over and over, just not just a white male protagonist, the same one.
Yeah.
The exact same one. You know, they won't change his hairstyle, they won't change his facial hair, they won't give him glasses, they won't give him, you know, they won't even make him overweight, underweight. You know, like, every aspect of this character is the same.
Yeah.
And it drives me crazy. I'm like, how do you not notice this? That you're doing this exact identical thing over and over again. It's like, oh, well, we gave him a bigger sword this time. It's like, really? That's your idea of different in a game? Like, I don't even know what to tell you. It just seems like a colossal failure in understanding.
It's like, it also does a massive disservice to white guys.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one character you're allowed to be.
Like, you could at least do anything different with them. Anything at all. Like, it's so fucking easy. And when I see it, I'm so relieved. And
also, it's like,
encouraged, but it's just like nobody fucking tries.
It's the laziest understanding of cynicism as well. Because cynical, when somebody claims to be cynical in, you know, 21st century Western culture, it means like, oh, you know, I've seen it all, and I don't have any faith in humanity, and
important stuff. So Troy Baker and Nolan North speak at the same time out of this guy's mouth. That would be weird. Oh, there's Chivos and shit.
Oh, kill 4 people.
Sweet.
Master thief.
Master fucking thief.
Yeah.
Master thief.
So cynicism means, for us, you know, in our colloquial understanding of it, is somebody who's kind of been like burned on the world, refuses to acknowledge the possibility of anything better coming along, assumes the worst motivations from everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I read a book where this was labeled as George Costanza cynicism.
Yeah.
That you're just like very negative, basically.
Yeah.
Cynicism
you're
is
a negative
naysaying.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Grr.
I'll continue after this.
Yeah. Like, how fucked up is it that it's weird that this character has a visible physical injury?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, anything different. And that's, like, kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's still dressed like Batman, but whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Jennifer.
Hello, Crow. He looks like he's got a sheathed dildo.
Maybe he does.
Maybe.
I'm not here to judge.
Where the hell are you? see me when you get back. B. I wonder if I left the stove on. So, yeah,
And
please continue.
Cynicism is a component cynicism comes from Greek philosophy. The Cynics were outgrowths of the Stoics, I guess, and their big thing was that they questioned propriety, right? Like, why do you do the things you do? And they were also aesthetics, which meant that they didn't really, that they rejected the idea of physical possessions and wealth, and kept only the necessities of life. The Cynics wanted lives in tune with nature, essentially, right? If you weren't born with it, you don't need it. Is kind of one of the cynical doctrines.
I'm sure of it, not the gloom. In 2 days.
And in order to really make that work, you actually needed to kind of like people, because you needed to have faith that they would be able to give you good answers, right? We get our word cosmopolitan from the Cynics, from Diogenes, who, when he was inevitably being thrown out of town by the city guards, they would ask him, where the hell did you even come from, right? And in their way of saying it, because it was Greek city-states, they would say, of which city are you a citizen, right? And he would reply with, I am cosmopolitan, right? I'm a citizen of the universe.
Of the cosmos. I did not know that. Come for the history. Wait, do we want to get down here?
But we've lost the element of actually the fundamental optimism of the Cynics.
You know what I miss? The sound of horse hooves. Now you're talking. Been months since I got a bowl of horse hooves.
See, again, the city having more personality than Garen. It's just like little snippets of conversation. They're like, poverty!
Yeah. See, I would love if you could actually just listen to these conversations and maybe somebody would say something valuable.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that would be something you could fence as well.
Yeah. Oh, Chef used to work them. I think everybody's losing their job. Well, there you go. Fancy set of utensils. So, you might actually be right. This is like if you keep your ear out, you'll hear about loot and shit. It's like, oh, that's interesting.
Oh, good luck, Barry and Bananas 217.
Horse sloop.
But like, I would really love to see one of these hard-bitten characters who actually liked people. Like,
I would have went for the pickle jar Basso a lot more weight.
Gareth. Shit. I see you still can't work a door. You don't come to see me, you don't write. I thought both you and Aaron had been killed in the mansion attack. Where the hell have you been?
I don't know.
You don't know. Fine. Forget it. Far be it for me to pry about where you've been for the last fucking year.
That's a long time.
I don't have time for this. Especially with the Baron's new duty on opium, thanks to this
okay, this is kind of
sickness.
interesting.
Not to mention the thief-taker general's black tax, squeezing us entrepreneurs.
If you got a job for me, let's hear it.
Are you sure you're up to it? Okay, so here's the gig. I need you to obtain a ring for me.
Getting married?
Never again. You mangy bird. I swear one day I'm gonna have you made into a hat.
And lose the brains of the outfit.
I'm running out of fingers.
Good job, Basso. Good job.
Yeah, right. Belongs to a guy named Cornelius Greaves. One of those hoity-toity types who doesn't have any shit on his boots. There you go.
It's a good turn of phrase.
What's the catch?
He's dead.
I'm a thief, Basso, not a grave robber.
Only recently deceased. My sources say he never took the ring off.
Doesn't seem much of a challenge.
Challenge? We'll be getting to him before the Carters pick him over. Rumor has it they've been taking bodies to that old foundry near Cinderfall. Crawling with the Baron's guards for some reason. Now, best way to that place is through the old chapel. And, don't screw this up, Garrett. Some of us still need to pay our dues.
You can't tax what you can't catch.
Get out of here. And you use the door? Please? Still, it's good to see you.
So, like... Hi.
That was actually decent dialogue.
See what I mean?
They seemed like they had a good relationship.
I know! Why the fuck can't they do that for, I don't know, the main two characters?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like...
Like, the best treatment of a noir-esque character, a cynical character, that I've read recently, not even recently anymore, I'm old, is Spider Jerusalem in Transmetropolitan.
Oh yeah?
Have you ever read Transmet?
I have. I've read at least the first book.
Right. You know how Spider Jerusalem, if you're not familiar with it, is a journalist living in what is heavily implied to be a post-singularity society, where the singularity happened.
I have something for you. Over here.
Are we back?
Over here.
We should be back.
Over here.
I'll just give it a second.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Dude.
Right
into my skull.
So this is. So what happened was the shitter's full.
Mhm.
And by shitter we mean the hard drive. Turns out there is a limited space for the local recordings, and for the sake of later stuff, we don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
Something for all your nefarious.
Anyway, I was talking about Transmetropolitan.
Yes. There we go.
Spider Jerusalem is a journalist in a science fiction setting. In the future, he lives in the city, which might just be a city the size of the United States. But it is basically a post-singularity utopia, right? Not a utopia, but like there is no environmental pollution. There's rampant poverty everywhere. But this is a society that has solved many of the problems that represent existential threats to it.
Yeah.
People are still horrid to each other.
Yeah.
And
because, you know, they're bored.
Yeah. But Spider's column, he writes, is called I Hate It Here. And he routinely talks about how much he hates everyone. Which is a blind. Because Spider doesn't actually hate everyone. He is constantly horrified and disappointed by people. But he actually quite likes people, which is why he bothers. Because if he hated people, he wouldn't
give a shit, and
he wouldn't have
write
come
that
back to
column.
the city.
Yeah.
Right? Because the comic starts with him returning to the city.
Yeah.
Right? He was living out in the woods. He looked like recently retired comic book artist who wrote The Dark Knight.
Oh,
Frank Miller.
No, not
Frank Miller.
Shit.
Not Warren Ellis.
Oh god, it's at the tip of my tongue. Pissed.
But he
No,
looks
it's
like
gone.
him with the giant like mountain man beard.
Not Grant.
Alan Moore.
Alan Moore. There we go. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And then he like comes back and he shaves, and then he looks like Grant Morrison. Right? I think quite deliberately.
Could you turn
But
this up just
he
a
was
little bit?
he was gone, right? He was out, but he had to come back to make money. I think was the conceit.
He's on the hook to his publisher.
Yeah.
For something.
for another book.
Yeah.
But if he didn't care, he wouldn't have been there to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, the guy has a rocket launcher. He probably doesn't really care about anything. But he's just like, Jesus Christ. And, like, he's a future Hunter S. Thompson, is what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did 2 book deal left, and he's like, fuck. It's like, it's like if he probably could have just been like, don't care, won't come. But it's just like, this is a thing I could do.
Some pushing their eyes or their ears. Luck wants nothing to do with this city.
And he winds up, setting the world to rights, right? Like, he dedicates his life basically to taking down the president, who is based
in
on
big air quotes.
The court of the Queen
who
of
is
Beggars.
the president of the United States, whose election campaign Spider follows, and later ends his presidency, is based on Tony Blair, right? And he's just known as the Smiler.
Jeez. I don't want to set the world.
Oh,
to
Eaten by a Gru. That isn't his
rise.
publisher. That's his editor. You never meet Spider's publisher.
See, that's a cool visual, actually. Moving the chess piece to reveal
kind.
Garrett.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like very symbolic.
You walk
But
a path few would wish.
so
He's the only one
would
I
you look
know.
at this? She looks like a halfway interesting female character. How many writers were on this project? Tea. Drink it! Drink it, you fuck. Yes, good.
You know what they say about me?
That you know everything that happens in this city.
Not everything. Just the important things.
Oh, it's the guy who was dragging the cart.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
What brings you here?
Well, you do.
Seeking my counsel?
I don't actually know. A little marker told me to come here.
A year ago, I was at the Northcrest Mansion. Something went wrong. What happened to me? What happened to Aaron?
A year ago. Men who believed themselves to know best tried to control something they didn't fully understand for their own ends. The balance has shifted. We can all feel it.
That's your answer.
Oh, cold as ice. You know I can't see you, you bastard.
When my beggars found you after the accident, they thought you were dead. But you were not dead. So we healed your broken body.
Took a year.
And brought you from the city to keep you safe while we waited. But then, just after the gloom started, something began to wake you. It was time for you to return home. This city grows sick. It will tell you all in time, if you choose to listen. Careful, Garrett. There are worse things in the shadows than you.
I know, rats. Duh. So, you know, this is not, you know, whoa, hello. Oh, right, the Queen of Beggars. How do I donate Glod? Because I kind of want to now. Oh, I can't go in here.
But I guess what we're missing here is that, you know, I keep calling Garrett a noir character. And he doesn't really talk about how fucked up the world is.
Yeah, he's like... I mean, he's ostensibly... He's ostensibly a master thief. But, like, even that, we've not gotten any form of motivation for. Like, why does he steal?
Yeah, like...
Just because he's good at it?
Any one of the things that he's stolen is... We've been told they're worth a fortune.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the one guard who looked at the jeweled mask is like, well, this could feed 100 hungry mouths. Right?
Yeah.
Like, steal it and retire. Right? One more job and I'm out.
Yeah.
But
it's obvious,
it's
like...
just a chivo.
Well, the thing is that, like, on paper, it's not about the wealth. But mechanically, as a video game, it is about getting everything.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like, I think, in direct opposition to what the writers want the character to be and what the gameplay tells the character they are.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the game makes you a klepto. You are trying to go for the biggest haul of, like, take everything that's not nailed down. And the story keeps insisting that, no, you're a master thief that's at, after the big score.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, but that's not borne out in the reality of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And this happens a lot with video games, like I was saying with The Room, just like insisting that a character is ludonarrative dissonance.
I'll find my own way.
Like insisting that the character is one way when their behavior in the game does not add up to that.
Yeah.
That characterization. It's like, I don't kill people. Twang!
Yep.
I'm a master thief. It's like, I didn't have to do that, but the game gave me the tools to do it.
Yeah. And didn't comment on it
if he's really, doesn't want to kill people, he would have left those fucking arrows on the ground.
Yeah.
What's next?
So anyways, we have a very nice atmospheric... Okay, so can we talk a little bit about this sort of, like, industrial theme that I think has been running through the...
Yeah.
You know more about this.
Well...
Because the setting has always been sort of like... I hate to say the word steampunk because I don't think it's actually steampunk.
I don't even know what steampunk really means.
To me, I have a really narrow definition of steampunk. Steampunk is literally steam-powered, like, brass shit, like, I want to say, like, turn of the century... Maybe as far as the 20s.
Right. Well, I mean, like, the steampunk aesthetic is, what if we use steam power instead of electricity?
Yeah, but steampunk gets, like, thrown around for any sort of, like, high-low tech setting.
My problem with steampunk is that it copies cyberpunk, right? Like, the name cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And uses it as kind of like the touchstone for what it is.
Yeah.
But cyberpunk was about more than aesthetic.
Yeah.
Right? And steampunk is very much just an aesthetic.
Yeah, it's just an aesthetic. It's very superficial by nature. It's not to say that it's bad, but it's just like, it's just a look. Steampunk isn't trying to say anything other than like, look how fucking twee we are. We are the tweeest motherfuckers in the world.
It's a pocket watch and a waistcoat and, a Gatling gun.
Yeah, and, like, the stories that are told around it could be, whatever. Where the fuck do I go? Hang on. I think I'm supposed to go down here, but I couldn't dismount from this rope. But yeah, steampunk does get bandied around a lot as this thing. Why can I not? I want off the rope. Can I please get off this rope?
Do you have to go all the way to the bottom?
I'm trying. I'm stuck. I can't go down any further than this.
Tough times.
You said it, brother.
Well, this is being Talking Simulator. We appear to be stuck at the end of our rope. In every sense of the word.
How...
twee is the British. How would you define twee?
Twee is when something is. Twee is when something is. I want to say cute, but that's almost a recursive definition.
No, it's not. Not that it's cute. It's like.
Well, cute can have multiple meanings. When something is.
Ale money's going on rent.
Okay, sure, fucking sure.
Twee is when something is concerned with its appearance.
This foundry's a metal coffin. Shouldn't be buried.
To an appearance of, I guess, innocence or quaintness.
Quaint is the word I'm looking for. It's just like really aggressively quaint, like weaponized quaint. It's just like, I have a fascinator that is half the size of all the other fascinators. It's just like, I want to vomit.
Yeah.
That's so fucking twee. I can't stand it.
Watch and learn. Watch and learn.
I kind of want to.
Yeah, but what is quaint, right? Like that was kind of similar to my. Like I agree that that's.
Shit. Okay. We are just fine now. Oop. But what is quaint? Like, I think there's a lot of ways you could define that. It's like,
like I know when I
and-
see it, but
yeah.
coming up with a working definition is actually quite difficult.
Intentionally anachronistic is one way you could look at it.
Yeah.
I'd wager that hound is more attentive than his masters.
Oh, piss. Right, the dog. I can't remember how I deal with dogs.
I'm freezing.
Oh, piss.
Yeah, like anachronistic is a good way of describing it. But in a way that's concerned mostly with appearance.
Yeah, it's like it's anachronistic for the sake of like looking cool.
Yeah.
Well, not even cool, but just like, you know,
an idealized anachronism.
Yeah,
I guess, that ignores
yeah,
the substance of.
It's like those that
like
fucking
Mumford and Sons,
or like
are quaint.
that Victorian couple are insufferably twee.
Yeah.
You know, and there was an article. It's like they're talking about it. It's just like, oh, how must be nice, you know, to be able to you know live this lifestyle and cast yourself as a pariah, you know, for daring to, you know, live by, you know, more seldom. Oh, well, they found me. You know, again, ignoring the context in which that society was created.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, you know, we love the Victorian era. We're just
it's like, oh,
we'll
well,
just leave out the
lucky you. The Victorian era wasn't terribly good to some of us.
Yeah. And it's like, there's some sort of chaos going on outside. Well, let's go up this way.
I like this game.
Yeah, there's no there.
Yeah, I mean, steampunk, like many aesthetics, I'm not going to lay it squarely on the shoulders of steampunk, is primarily about, like, oh, that's so fucking cool, and, you know, not actually saying anything interesting about it. Because, like, steampunk isn't... Well, like you said, like, cyberpunk is, I guess, ideally a rumination on technology and our relationship with it.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Steampunk is just like,
isn't
this the coolest?
Yeah, what if there was a giant mecha spider?
Yeah, and it's like, stylistically it's neat, but it is also, like, kind of vapid.
Yeah,
it's, you know
vapid
what
is a good word for it.
It's vapid and candy-like. You know, it's just like, it's just what you want with no, with no nutrition.
To say, you know, I hate things that are vapid.
Hey.
Right? Like, I just drank half a liter of candy.
Yeah, no. Let it not be said.
Am I sick?
What?
Northcrest Manor.
Neat.
From this side of the river, it looks like a fine tombstone.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I just...
But, like, it helps to be self-consciously vapid. Just like, no, this is stupid. This is, like,
but
nobody's...
We're going to work with it in some way.
Nobody's ever going to say Coca-Cola is good for you. Unless they're an idiot. And now third person.
Yeah.
Which is real weird.
Yeah, I mean, this is useful.
Yeah, it's
I
useful,
guess.
but it's like, okay. What? You know, it's like maybe God of War was selling well. Like, things like this, yeah, I don't know. It's not like this is bad or anything. But, like, that's an odd choice.
Look at this. A highborn in with the lowlifes. I wonder what he's got.
Gone out here, sloop for brains.
We carted him gentle as we could. You are treating them with respect, aren't you?
Respect? Oh, yeah. Set the cart down inside and get back to your sack houses. We'll take...
Alright. I'm glad that they have vents still.
Yeah, that are big enough for people.
Garrett-sized.
Yeah. Well, the ones that really bothered me the most were the ones in Deus Ex, where...
What, you can, like...
You're, like, 6'20".
And you can stand up in them?
Yeah, well, you have to crouch in them, but you're also, like, 20 tons, right? Like, you're basically Major Kusanagi.
Yeah. Or no, you're Batou.
Yeah, you're Batou.
Can you imagine how fucking heavy he must be?
Like... I imagine that, like, there's probably relatively little difference between how much Major Kusanagi and how much Batou weigh.
I came here looking for a body, but not this kind.
Yeah. Discover where the bodies hit the floor. Healthy. Aesthetically, I really like this game because I really like gloomy, atmospheric games.
Yeah.
And
like,
you know, like the color palette is pretty limited to like they have a lot of blues and grays in here, or sorry, blues and greens. So there is color and like the sort of red of fire and stuff.
See, like this is actually making me wonder if the original Thief is actually just bad, right? Like that's the effect of bad things that are part of, you know, things that we enjoy, right?
Maybe,
like,
sorry, maybe it's not fair to ask if it's good or bad because like whether it's aged well is maybe irrelevant. It did what it had to at the time.
Yeah, like was it good or was it just novel?
Or just like groundbreaking.
Yeah.
You know, something can still be groundbreaking and not be actually any good. You know, it might be both. It's probably not aged very well.
Yeah. Like,
but
when you show, you know, a modern student of cinema, Citizen Kane.
They're like, okay.
Yeah, it was fun, I guess.
It's
And
like,
you
but
have
they
to
were
be
the
like,
first time they did this shit, and it's important.
It's like, did what shit? Like, move the camera.
To
they
tell
moved
the
camera
story.
through a wall.
Yeah.
Right? And it was part of the narrative. And like it contributed to how things understood. And it was the first time anyone did that, and people went insane.
Yeah, they're like,
right?
what? You used the language of cinema to tell the story?
Yeah.
Instead of just like, you know, putting a play on film. On celluloid. I think we've probably we bring this up a lot, but it's like that's why. Like I didn't understand that for the longest time. It's like why do people say that Citizen Kane is the Citizen Kane of movies? Like why is it so important? It's like it's not even the best movie ever made.
Yeah, it's revolutionary. Though.
Exactly. And you know maybe the original Thief was revolutionary and is maybe not so great anymore.
Yeah. Because like maybe it was just novel to kind of play Batman, you know?
This wouldn't pass for respect in a slaughter.
I don't kill unless I have to.
Poor old Cornelius must already be on the line. The best way to follow Cornelius is to put my life on the line.
The path of the dead. The path of the dead.
I actually still really like 2001. I think 2001's an excellent movie even today.
Yeah. So some things age real well. Like that they don't need to adapt with the times or become better. That they were as good as they had to be, and that will, you know, and in some ways that you know the marks upon them is, you know, enhances them being a time capsule.
Like Thief 2 was better than Thief 1, right? Like because they were actually allowed to make the game that they wanted to make
instead of
having to make half Thief, half Quake. But like Thief had this element where you were
goodbye. Ew, this booled.
Like we think of there's a lot of conflation of thieves in European mythology with trickster gods, right? And the original Thief has you going up against the actual trickster god.
Oh yeah.
And you defeat him by tricking him. Like you play a canny ruse and sub out one thing for another, and you blow him up.
You literally blow him up?
Well, what happens is that like you get called into the fold of things because you're a master thief, and you get hired by this guy to steal an object, a gem called the Eye, from somebody. And you do, and you deliver it to him. And suddenly he turns out not to be, you know, your fixer at all, but in fact the ancient trickster god of lore.
How about them apples? I'm just gonna stand here facing this direction. Thank you.
And he makes it personal. Like, he tries to kill you, and you're like, well, that ain't gonna stand. And you have to go and enlist the the help of the Hammerites, who are like this dogmatic builder craftsman religion, who like hitting things with hammers. And they make you a fake version of the Eye to swap in for his real version, because as it turns out, he's trying to make something that will end the world.
Huh. That's heavy.
Like, you guys know that there are more trickster gods than those in video games, right? Like Loki, Coyote.
Look at this guy. Just look at this guy. Do I have any sort of stun arrows?
The original had poison gas arrows.
Stay alert. Stay alert.
Stay alert. Stay safe.
Yeah, monkey is in Indian folklore. Puck, yeah.
Catch the foundryman's droop.
Anansi.
Hey.
Boop. You wonder what Christianity's trickster god is an aspect of Satan?
Well, like,
maybe.
Craftsmanship is usually an aspect of trickery, as is kind of like immateriality, right? Or like anti-materiality. You know, that they steal things because things don't matter.
Sorry, I heard.
And that's part of their role, is to make you realize that things don't like material things don't matter, possessions don't matter, right? And I think that gets folded into a lot of different roles in Christianity.
I heard your anti-materiality, and I heard it as anti-material, like the rifle.
Like a rifle, yeah, like a Barrett 50 cal.
A little higher, and I could reach those hooks.
Like, why can't I reach it from here? Oh, there we go. I just had to get... Okay, now what?
Do you have to turn the thing on?
Oh, no, it just turned on.
Okay.
Because it was the time in the narrative for that to occur.
I wonder if a building can be condemned twice. I watch you making a good case for it here.
So, I'm trying to remember the industrial overtones of the previous Thief games. Those are part of the narrative, were they not? Like, were they more than window dressing?
Well, yeah, they were. Like the conflict between the trickster was a pagan god. He was a nature god, right?
Oh, right.
And the Hammerites were a god of were craftspeople.
Yeah.
Right. They liked law and they liked order, but they were concerned. They opposed the trickster because trickster fucked with their shit.
What a dick.
Yeah. Basically because he was also a god of chaos. But they liked making things, and the entire world was being pushed forward by the Hammerites making new things like steam engines. And later on, automatons and things.
So it definitely sounds like it was a major part of the narrative. In this, I get the impression that it was just sort of grandfathered in because this is the style of Thief, and it.
Yeah, like where are the Hammerites?
I don't. They're not in this game. That's for damn sure. It seems like just window dressing. Like they mention it's like, oh, the Baron and his bad technology, but that's about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really like. There's not a lot of so
or the
what.
Mechanist, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of so what, as I recall in this game, about like why it has the sort of aesthetic it does. Like, it's cool. There's no doubt there, but... is broken glass. Don't sit down or you'll get in your ass. Broken glass. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
No, you're not. That's a lie.
It's a false. I'm sorry. Oh, hello. Actually, wait a minute. I have a thing for this. Oh, piss. Dang it.
I warn you not to waste the time of a watchman.
Oh, piss. There's 2 of them now. Don't turn.
I do like the focal plane.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nothing to wet my sword with.
Hello. We are on easy, just FYI.
Dead. Just fucking dead.
Just domed.
Just bop him on the head a bit.
Boop, and go to sleep. It's like...
See, like, clubbing someone on the head, that was how... Like, the one time I went fishing when I was a little kid.
That's how you killed fish?
Yeah. You just beat him in the head, right? Why?
What?
Why that song?
I don't know. Something gas leak. Me. See ya, idiot. Just gonna take this candlestick. Master fucking thief. Master thief. I am unparalleled. I don't kill unless I have to. I don't steal unless it's worth it. Just like pinches pennies off the ground.
Show you an open one.
Shouldn't, like, this guy's sleeping on the... Shouldn't he be sweeping? There's a lot of broken glass
It's
around
fine.
here.
Dead. He just like falls on like the bottom of a bottle and like gouges his head out.
Yeah, he just falls on the broken glass and you see a pool of blood spread.
He's just like, ooh!
He's asleep. Don't worry about it.
He's fine. It's okay. Pinch. Ooh, gotta get drunk. Drunk girls, you know they retching on they man. Drunk girls. One of these days, maybe we'll do that.
That crap shot. Isn't that just an LCD sound system song?
Fuck, it probably is. Oh wait, I gotta go this way. Oh wait, I can't get through there because I need a key. Well, I mean, I'm not even gonna bother complaining about that. It's like whatever. It's a stealth hiding game. Of course, there's gonna be some keys. I wonder if it's in the orifice with a fake fucking door. Here's the real deal. Ooh, first scissors.
Real fake doors.
Come on, get some real fake doors.
Real...
You need to come on, get them. Get the real fake doors. Rick and Morty's such a weird fucking show. It's very good though.
Oh jeez, Garrett.
This is not really related to this game, but it gets me thinking about Rick the character. Actually, I can relate this back to Spider Jerusalem. Rick is an awful person, but he fucking cares.
Yeah.
Which is what makes him interesting. Like,
Yeah.
if he was just a bitter, resentful, shitty to everybody character, he would be awful and he would suck. But you, every once in a while, you get like a peek that like there's a really wounded guy under there who deeply cares.
Yeah.
And you know,
yeah.
like to such an extent that he throws his life away to save Morty in the multiverse episode. And he's just like, it's okay. This is okay. And then he finds a way to save himself. He's like, oh, holy shit, it's not okay. You know, because they bring it back again. That show is very well written. What's this? Just a gold knife.
Just a gold knife,
Just, you know,
stuck in a mannequin.
gold knife. Hello. I'm glad that they left the shorts on. I guess I should probably be reading some of these things so I can figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Who's this?
One of Baron's high collars. He might have something useful.
Why are these guys just standing around with
he's probably
crossbows?
he's probably got the key.
Same nightmares every night.
Come on, come on, come on. Fuck. That's fine.
Eh?
Where'd he go?
He's right behind you.
Oh, it's fine. Oh. Hello. Master Thief. I wonder if that guy has the key.
You'll be sorry for this. I'll make sure of that. Well, I know where that came from. I'm coming for you.
Have you any idea who I am?
I really don't.
I have so much to live for.
I only kill when I need to.
Or when I'm bored.
Or when I
inconvenienced.
Or when I need. Oh my god!
It's still good. It's still good. He'll be fine.
I'm sorry, just when he said I have so much to live for, twang. Oh fuck.
One of my favorite streaming moments was with you in one. I think your first Metro 23rd stream.
Yeah, it's like, what do you
Where
suppose that guy's hopes and dreams are? Well, let's see. Bang!
Yeah, let's open her up and have a look.
Oh dear. Oh, maybe we can go this way. Just trying to figure out where to go. Yeah, like I'm not gonna make nitpicky things about like even the game's difficulty itself. Wait, can I just get on this thing and ride it over there? Probably. Which I guess would mean getting back on this rail. Oh, there we go. I see how it is.
I've been working on the railway.
Kidding. Dude, this kills the cam. Come on, come on, come on. Gimme, gimme. I want it. There we go. Sir.
Yes.
I want to see this. Your camera angle like drops 2 inches, and then you can't let go anymore.
Like you're just your shoulders.
Ah! No, it just like gouges your hand.
Oh god.
It's like, oh, oh! Fuck. Oh, I'm such a twisted weirdo. Wait, is this? Wait, wait, wait. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Fuck! Piss! Cocks! Shit! Ass! I can't let go. I think we have to go around. Or we might go into the Grindinator. Which is seeming exceedingly likely. Man, I love being on
For a
rails.
dead man, Cornelius is proving hard
Oh,
to
maybe
find.
I just have to go this way.
But I'll have to if I'm to pawn that ring.
Hey, one at a time. No pushing. Flames ain't going anywhere without you.
Here we go. Man, I just forgot about this shit. Oh! Ah! Meh! Do, 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 do. Oh, right!
What?
You like well-written villains?
Yes.
Clone, she's not coming to live with us. Undertaker General, sir.
There you are.
Excuse me, sir.
What did this body have on it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I was just going to get another body when you came in and took over.
You know, I don't ask for much. Respect. Stiff drink. Gold. And for my men to do what they're fucking told. Put his body in the furnace and check it for coin. No point in wasting a bolt.
Robbing the dead of their valuables and their dignity. A thief-taker general achieves his
Like-
reputation. Time to steal that ring back.
Just...
He even has a mustache to twirl.
Yeah, no, he sure does.
Like, why kill that guy?
Yeah, exactly, like, he didn't kill it. The actual reason is so you know he means business.
Yeah.
Like, he could have done that entire intimidating thing. I was like, okay, I get that he's bad. But it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's like, no, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Now he's a cartoon villain.
Yeah. Like, that was almost good.
Yeah, it was almost good. Like, that last bit, they went a little too far with it.
Yeah.
You know, like, making a guy chop open a corpse is like, okay, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And creepy, but also a thing that, you know, could be effective.
Like,
it's like, no,
okay.
but no, gonna kill my hired hands.
Yeah. Like, okay, it reminds me a bit of, here we go. Gonna just, like, kick open the door of this particular closet here. When I was reading Heir of the Empire by Timothy Zahn, when I was older than I should have been, which was one of the first, like, licensed Star Wars novels.
Okay.
Right, set 5 years after Return of the Jedi. There's the villain, Grand Admiral Thrawn, right? He is an Imperial Admiral, and he's portrayed as, like, brilliant and ruthless, and, you know, utterly an unparalleled military mind.
Yeah.
And at one point, you know, his Star Destroyer has laid a trap for Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And Luke evades the trap with a cunning ruse and gets away.
Yeah.
And Admiral Thrawn goes down to the crew pit on the bridge, right? And he's like, he looks for the crew member who's in charge of the tractor beam.
Yeah.
Because there's this whole segment where Luke uses the wreckage of his own ship to evade the tractor beam and pilot his X-Wing to safety.
Good find.
And he's like, what happened? Right? And the crew member is like, you know, well, I couldn't do anything, right? He did this trick and it got around all of our protocols for how to do it. Right? And he's like, I see. And he kills the guy, right?
Okay.
Like he kills him, and he's like, "We do not have time for people who cannot use their imaginations to overcome novel challenges."
Yeah.
Right. Like, this is not something that he should have been able to get away from. I don't care if there was a lot of debris in the way. Figure it out. And then later on, something similar happens again. Only the crew member this time tries a bunch of different shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I wanted to come down here and say good work. He got away, but, you know, you ran through a bunch.
You tried.
Yeah, you tried a bunch of different things that didn't work. I want you to work out a protocol for when this happens in the future.
Uh-huh.
and make sure it doesn't happen a third time.
Okay. And he doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
All right. You know, it's just like, yeah, this is just another one of those. You can have tropes in characters, you can have tropes in activities that are often related to that character. It's just like the evil bad guy. He's so evil he kills his own men, often for no reason. Like, I bet you there was a first or second time that was done that was really effective. There's just like, you fucked up, and I need to set an example. And everybody's like, oh, I can just do that exact trope without the lead up necessary to have that payoff be convincing.
Yeah, and like when Thrawn kills the crew member's like explanation of what happened
Another of the Baron's improvements.
Clearly establishes this guy as being somebody who is not good enough to be on the crew here. Right? He's like, it wasn't my fault. I did everything I was trained to do, and he still got away. Right? And he phrases it in such a way where it's just like, this is what your excuse is going to be. That you weren't trained to deal with this situation. Okay. Like, if that's your excuse, then this is not going to work out for you here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nobles never miss it.
And he actually talks a lot about, like, at one point he talks about, like, Darth Vader. Just...
Cornelius.
Oh, hold on. Hello.
That would have been really fun to do in game.
Yeah.
That would have been like the thing with Aaron earlier in the ceremony.
Yeah.
That would have been fun to do in game. Like
That's
you
a-
fire
that's
the rope arrow into the one guy and then you hang off his body.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's weird with video games is that a lot of them are trying too hard to be movies.
Yeah.
It's like, let the goddamn player do that shit.
Yeah,
or
that would have been
don't.
sweet. But like Thrawn actually talks about Vader doing it wrong, right? Where he says like people wound up just being terrified, right? And trying to avoid getting promoted into Vader's commands.
That fire didn't go out by itself.
Relight it, quickly.
And so he wound up having not very good people near him because people tried to, anybody with
I never
brains
thought
tried to
about that.
avoid him.
What was that?
Because if you fucked up with Vader around, he would just kill you. And everybody fucks up eventually.
Yeah, and like if you make a habit of killing people, nobody's gonna want to work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's almost.
So he didn't like having to kill that guy, but he was just too incompetent.
It's just like, no, you're a liability.
Yeah. Like this is gonna happen again. But like, I don't even like show don't tell or do don't show.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are lots of times when people tell you things that are useful, right?
Uh-oh.
Like Shakespeare, all of Shakespeare's speeches that you know are him telling you things.
I guess it's more just like, I think the main criticism of like show don't tell is just like it's really easy to fuck up a tell.
Yeah.
It's just like you know what it's like, how the speed limits are posted what they are because everybody knows everyone's gonna drive 10 miles over it.
Yeah.
You know, so they put it a little lower than it has to be
Yeah.
because like people are gonna overstep their bounds. It's like show don't tell, but actually, you know, you can do both well.
Well, like Mike Daisy talks a bit about
I cannot dismount from this.
in one of his monologues about people who always tell new writers to write what they know. And he's like, that's advice that's given out, I assume maliciously, to keep people from doing things, because nobody knows anything, right? If there's one thing I know, it's that I don't know shit, yet here I am writing about things. The better advice is write what you're familiar with, but the best advice is write what you can bullshit.
Yeah. I don't... we might actually be bricked here because I cannot dismount from this pipe. I am pressing S to go to... X?
X, apparently.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Why did I have to press X instead of S? Okay. That's weird. Alright. Can I go up, please? There we go. Oops. Oh, I made a lot of noise there.
Sir!
Do I have any...
How stupid do you think I am? Intruder!
I mean, I think you're pretty stupid. You're literally programmed to be stupid. So I need to get up over there. Goodbye.
Like, which came out first, this or Dishonored?
I don't actually know.
I would be surprised if if the studio who made Dishonored hadn't picked up several Looking Glass employees. Like, if there were more people working on Dishonored who had worked on Thief, then...
And I flew. Hey, Lamau.
Alright.
You ready to just bargle out? Continue. Way earlier and way better. I guess they're like, shit, we gotta be better than that, but they definitely punted right there. Huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, the original Thief
the
was
chest where I keep all my supplies.
almost
I
2
should ready
decades
myself
earlier.
before I leave.
Jeez. Dishonored 2012, 2014. Well, what this? Holy shit! I don't know why he's surprised. One game did show and tell very well has gone home. Yeah, we need to play that next. Not this coming week, but maybe the week after.
Yeah.
Because that game's good as fuck. And I think it was one of the first, like, walking simulator games to catch a lot more flack than it deserved.
Yeah.
So that I think that one is an important and sort of quintessential game to play. He's like,
Yeah.
Foosh!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
They were matches.
He's like, ah! I done goofed! I done shittered. Oh, did I do Dishonored after playing this? Just to show you how it was better? Yeah. Gone Home caught a shitload of flack, dude.
Well, yeah, it kind of came out in the midst of, like, Gamergate, didn't it?
No, I think it predated that by a lot. But
Okay.
No, it just came out and people were like, I don't get it, or this
Yeah,
game
it's
sucks.
like there's no gameplay here.
Where is the game, Eggman? You said there would be game. It was just like, I think it was kind of the poster child for, coining that phrase walking simulator. It's like, it's a game where you just walk.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I love the line about how, like, I suppose FPSs
Nothing changes hands
are
in the
kind of
city
interesting,
without Basil catching
interactive
wind of it.
experiences, but you just kind of
He
walking
says it's a
around
gift
clicking
in
on
my line of
things.
work.
Right?
So tired these days.
Yeah.
It just like
Your toes.
shears off your toes.
You just like it just goes to like you opening your mouth in a silent scream. You just hear, Ave
I
Maria.
could have sworn I saw a man dressed in black crossing the roofs outside our apartment.
The rooftops? What was he doing up there?
I don't know. I pulled away from the window. If I couldn't see him, he couldn't see me.
Hello. Hello. All right.
It hurts.
Here we go. 2013.
Hmm.
Okay.
Come on. Someone wants to meet you.
Why me?
Oh, your jolly nature? Your engaging conversation? I don't know. It's the guy you stole the ring for. You must have impressed him.
Who is he?
He's Orion. One of the guys standing up against the Baron, sticking up for normal people like you and me. Well,
Hey, is this guy gonna be just as bad as the Baron by the end of the game? No.
Ooh, that would be weird, wouldn't it?
Hello.
Down here helping the poor sods who have the gloom. It's nice to see someone putting their money where their mouth is. And, try not to be too, you know, you. We need this.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Sir.
I am Jesus.
It's good that you came, Garrett.
You're paying, aren't you?
What will I have? Yes.
The pacing for the dialogue in this game is weird to me.
Yeah.
It's like every line lingers a little too long.
Walk with me.
Like, I know they're trying to be moody and establish character, but sometimes it just sounds... It feels like characters are trying to remember what their lines are.
Yeah.
There's like... Right. Yeah. It's like, do you want it... or just the editor left too much, you know,
time
head and
between-
tail?
Yeah. Or the animators,
Pride yourself on being
like the
a
lines were
winner.
recorded independently of the animations.
Yep.
Die, die, die.
Do you really think you have no stake in this?
What? I mean, I don't.
It works for me.
I bet you're
For how
gonna
long?
tell me that I have stake in this when it is
Garrett?
demonstrable that I don't have stake.
This is your city too?
Oh no! My brand.
Well, I mean, like that's not a wrong statement, right? You're a part of this
passed
world.
out.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not incorrect, but
It's like that's the nature of cynicism, right? That you are part of the world that you claim to be, or that you find so horrifying.
well, but as you said with Spider Jerusalem, maybe this would have worked better if he came back of his own choosing.
Yeah, instead of being.
It's like, why are you actually here? It's like, I'm just here to rob. It's like, you're not really here to steal.
Yeah.
You're here because you give a shit.
Yeah, you didn't.
I don't normally hold the ceiling, but
I need a thing.
in times like these,
Man of politics stealing by proxy. Sounds about right.
as right as a thief who steals for a good cause.
Touche. I like you.
I'll get you.
This is piss. I am drinking piss. It's not my
You
piss.
will be helping to secure a better future for you.
I'll remember that.
You know what just occurred to me? Why do they have a mix of in-game and pre-rendered cutscenes?
Oh.
I don't get that.
The House of Blossoms.
It's like weirdly,
But I know someone who did.
like it's,
Aaron.
yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Cause like that
It feels very disjointed.
Yeah, like that cutscene was in-game.
Mm-hmm.
Many of the previous ones were pre-rendered.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly the ones with a lot of special effects, but it's just like,
Yeah, no, it does feel very disjointed, doesn't it?
It's unusual. It's peculiar. Black for all.
Many different teams, I'm going to guess, worked on this game.
I mean,
Without-
yeah, it's probably just, you know, again, a victim of, you know, development hell, as frequently happens with anything above a certain size threshold. You know, like the cruel irony of like, not just game dev, but like any sort of creative development is that the larger your budget gets and the bigger your team gets, on paper, the more
Constrained?
the more tools you can bring to bear and the larger scale you can build, but also you have other constraints moving in on you where it's just like, if a studio gives you like $10 million to build a video game or a movie or something, it's going to be about saving the world, and it's going to be cast with A-list actors, and it's going to be
or like $100 million.
Yeah, $100
right?
million. It's like it's going to be like this because nobody's going to pony up that much money and have the slightest risk of it being bad.
Yeah.
And I think that's how content suffers. It's just because like we'll go with the really safe formula, which people, which enough people aren't sick of that they'll buy it and we'll get our money back. But we keep making the same thing over and over again, and like over time, it's like this diminishing returns thing. And when anybody sort of like dares to try and do anything a little bit different, it's sort of lauded as being, this incredible, like revelation, which is kind of lame.
Yeah.
What was like? There was a game recently we played that was like that. What was the most recent one? Not Oxenfree. What did we play before that?
BioShock?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
BioShock like had a story?
Yeah.
Like it had a story and people were like, "Holy shit, this game is so fucking deep and it's interesting," and it's like
But what does its story actually
it's
like,
okay, it's good.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's how fucking low the bar is.
Yeah.
And that really breaks my heart.
Yeah.
That it's like this is all you need to do to like really blow people's minds in this medium? How bankrupt is this medium that's impressive? Answer real bankrupt. But people there's a lot of kind of brave people trying to make it not as shitty. Maybe not even shitty, just like boring. You didn't see nothing.
Perhaps I didn't see any.
Perhaps I did not see anyone. Hold on. Get. Hey, buddy. Oop. Oh, piss. They saw me. Ah! No, I need to put this guy down. V. Yee! Excuse me. I mean, I have a claw and you don't. Something weird's happening with the whoa! What the fuck was that? You heard that, right?
No.
I think my headphones might be messed up. Can you make sure my connection is solid?
You're plugged in.
Okay. I think it just came loose or something because I lost one channel and it buzzed. I'm sorry. I'm not even saying that BioShock's story is like really bad or terrible. It's just like it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's even good, but it's not incredible.
Yeah. It reminded me of like an Oscar-winning film where you're like,
we're like, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it was fine, I guess. Right?
Yeah. I'm just reminded of what you were telling me about Saving Private Ryan. That that's like the theme of the movies. War bad, war bad, war bad. I was like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Just sorry, I'll never forget the first time you did that. I laughed my ass off. War bad. It's just like that. Cut to like uproarious applause. It's like, oh, a vote if you cry every time. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, there's this weird sort of risk reward with getting bigger creatively, or just like you have more people to answer to and are able to take fewer risks.
Yeah.
With the the trade-off being having more resources and more skills able to bring to bear, but that sometimes you end up like the disaster scenario is when you end up with something that's like all polish and zero substance.
Yeah.
Which happens all the time is you have like exquisite art direction and like amazing score and like perfect cinematography and the story is dog shit. It is just like, I am the hero boy. I am the chosen boy, and I
Yeah.
have to go into Space Academy and defeat the Evilman.
Yep.
And then the universe is one. And I'm just like, fucking stop!
Yeah, I'm real bored of prophecies and chosen ones.
Right? It's like, but this one's steampunk camp. That's the thing. It's like, this is what drives me crazy. It's like, oh, you know, change anything. It's like, let's change the fucking wallpaper on this identical movie.
Yep.
And people are like, oh, this is really cool because it had like this different thing. It's like, no, it didn't. The Ender's Game movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, has like, war is bad, so we have to be prepared to go to war. Because we have to. How do I get over here? Ooh. Glod coin. Man, people are really loose with their money.
Yeah.
No, it's not that people aren't allowed to enjoy things that aren't novel. I'm not talking about novelty.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like any amount of creativity. Like,
Yeah.
it,
Or celebrating something
'Cause
as being revolutionary when
when
in
it-
fact it's just competent.
yeah, or just average.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's less that I'm not asking that there's not enough bells and whistles on shit.
Mhm.
It's just like, you are doing the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, that bothers me. It's just like, and to some extent, I don't understand how people keep enjoying the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know how these things make money.
Yeah. It's like, I know people talk about, you know, wanting to shut their brains off when they watch a movie or something. It's like, there's gotta be fucking limits.
Yeah.
Like, do you not, you know, do people just not
Like
feel
the-
condescended to?
Like,
when-
there has to be a point where your brain goes, oh, whoa, I fell
Hold
asleep
on.
for a little while there.
But, like, what's going on?
Like,
What is this crap?
where your brain's like, what
Dude.
the fuck?
Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck? I'm here for some stupid fun, but come on.
Yeah.
Give me more credit than that.
Like, there's a lot of good, stupid, fun movies out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Right?
They're actually a delight when they make stupid fun work.
Yeah.
Because
Making stupid fun is actually quite difficult.
Yep. About as difficult as making lol random stuff actually funny.
Yeah.
And not just the most tired shit imaginable. Where is this thing? Ooh, good. Fuck it, we'll get in here. So yeah, like I'm not demanding novelty, because like you can even tell a classic story really well.
Mhm.
You know, it's just like something where everything is familiar and nothing is new, but you can still do it well.
Yeah.
You know, but people don't. They just do it bad and lame and the same. Ugh. Break in. Breaking in. Smash him. Cut to Bleach White Skeleton. Making stupid fun. Pacific Rim. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's about the level of quality that I want. It's like, that's not even...
Well, like, the Star Wars movies are fine.
Yeah.
They're not...
I mean,
they're excellently made, but they're not, like... No, they are revolutionary. Like...
Yeah, well,
but, like,
that's a little different, but...
Yeah. I mean...
Because, like, Star Wars... Well, I mean...
Like, Evil Dead.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to think of, like, an example of like, just a competently... Like, yeah, Pacific Rim is a good example, because it's, like, it's a big, dumb, fun action movie, but, like, they tried, as I always ask, literally anything different, and they did a bunch of stuff kind of different. I was like,
yeah,
this is fucking sweet!
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you know, it's not treading any sort of revolutionary ground, but, like, so what?
Mhm.
You know, it feels fresh, and it's good, and it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's just like, they changed just a couple couple little things.
Yeah, like
just a couple.
All I ask really is that my characters do things that make sense.
Yeah.
Do things that make fucking sense,
Yeah.
please. Like, ask, like, why are your characters doing things?
But yeah, like, now I have no fucking clue where I'm going. Excuse me, do you know the way? Wait, what?
Well, he did have a helmet.
It doesn't anymore.
I'll be rewarded well when I find you.
Listen, I have nothing of
Someone's
worth.
attacking! God!
There's a whole person here. Wait, what happens if I shoot people with blunt arrows?
Maybe death would be a favor.
No, he's just...
I think they have to be unaware to get stunned by blunt arrows.
Well, I don't think these people can hurt me. Hello?
Yeah, they'll run away, I guess.
Boo! I'm the boogeyman.
Well, you did just kill 2 men.
I'm out of arrows, though. But they don't know that.
True.
Trill. Yeah, like, you can do stupid fun that doesn't condescend to your audience, because they're in on it being stupid.
Yeah.
You're just like, you know, look at how dumb this is.
Mhm.
And, you know, the movie spoofs it. It's like...
Well, like,
it's a tricky balance.
Evil
like,
Dead, Evil Dead 2 and
Arrow
Army
used
of
to call
Darkness, I
home.
think, are really good examples.
I should go
of,
take
like,
a look inside.
Very good. Very good films that are self-consciously stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, they sort of revel in their stupidity. Although even that can be a tricky balance to maintain, because, like, you might end up with something like, what was it? Just something that's too try-hard.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, we're stupid. This movie's stupid. It's like, this is
like,
just...
what really, like, trips that for me are movies like Spaceballs versus movies like Robin Hood Men in Tights, which are both Mel Brooks movies.
Yeah.
But Spaceballs is amazing and Robin Hood is intolerable.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of dig Robin Hood, but
Okay,
I
well,
can
I mean, like, maybe
see
it's
why.
me.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, everybody wants and expects different things out of it.
Yeah, or maybe like the 2 good Adam Sandler movies.
Oh, you mean before he started like really punting?
Yeah.
I just didn't want him to top himself before I had a chance.
That dude is freaking out. Oh fuck. Piss. Oh, double piss. 70 pisses. Okay, I can deal with one asshole. Hello! Dennis Bernkamp! I like, he goes for the second punch and you just hear, PANG! Pause. Ow!
Motherfucker!
You just hold up your, like, twisted ass fingers. He's like, oh god, it hurts so much. Garrett Master Thief, like, foiled by a helmet because he punched it.
Did both Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore come out in the same year?
Did they?
I mean, Punch Drunk Love wasn't really an Adam Sandler movie. That was a Paul Anderson movie.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Snakes on a Plane is a perfect example of try hard. I think
Yeah.
some of the Sharknado movies are probably in the same.
I haven't seen any of them.
I saw the 4th one,
Yeah.
and it was just like, it was right on the edge. Because, like, I honestly kind of enjoyed it. Like,
Okay.
it was Sharknado 4. Like, it turned itself to 11. And, like, it was really playing very close to that, like, this is too stupid. I guess maybe it lets itself off the hook because it literally starts with jumping the shark. It's a movie about shark tornadoes.
Yeah.
And they go to a chainsaw store, and Dog the Bounty Hunter and his wife are working there, and it's...
Okay.
It's pretty messed up. And some, you know what? I guess I don't resent movies like that, because, like, nobody can ever say that they're, you know, they were trying to make, you know, a...
Yeah. They're
anything.
unpretentious.
Yeah, exactly. They're completely unpretentious. Although the word pretentious is difficult to sort of throw around. I do really like what Jerry Holkins said once.
Oh,
about,
yeah,
Pretentious is a word used by non-artists to describe anybody who has done anything with their fucking life.
Yeah.
And I always treasured that.
Yeah, yeah. Like I would rather be pretentious than boring.
Yeah. It's like, he's pretentious. It's like, oh yeah, because he actually tried to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's having been said, there are some pretentious things, but it's, you know, it's subjective, right?
Yeah.
You know, what one person considers pretentious, another person considers revolutionary, and like,
yeah.
which one of us is right?
Well,
I don't know.
Have you ever seen the Royal Tenenbaums?
I've not.
There's one author character played by Owen Wilson, and his book is called Old Custer, which is like a national bestseller and has made him wealthy.
Yep.
And the only introduction to it is you get him reading like the last 2 lines of it.
Yep.
And then a press conference of him saying, well, everyone knows that Custer died at Little Bighorn. The premise of my book is, what if he didn't? Right? And I'm like, I have to read this book. And like the final line, as he's giving the reading for it, is right.
So sorry. Go on. I gotta watch this movie.
Oh, it's good.
Uh-huh.
It's good. I liked it. But the line is something like it's actually really pretty decent language, right? It's like "Vámonos, amigo," he said, slipping the reins over the loose weave of the saddlecock.
Erin once told me she trapped the place
All right.
to stop unwelcome visitors.
Something
All
about
need to
and
step lightly.
then they rode on in the friscalating sunlight.
Friscalating?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. There's tapirs in here.
Tapirs?
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh.
Can I disarm these? I don't remember.
Hooked to
I think it's just as long as I don't step on these pressure plates that I don't actually need my vision to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like it's a Wes Anderson movie, right? So it's got, you know, it can easily become very twee, right? It's either intolerably twee or charming.
Yeah, that's another one of those sort of like things that's really, you know, easy to tread on. You know, it's like, you know, like how lol random humor is very challenging to actually make funny and super easy to do shitty.
Oh yeah.
It's just like the difference between Nichijou and YouTube poop is what I'm talking about.
Oh wow.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those of you who've watched Nichijou will know what I'm talking about. Ow! Piss! Alright. Well, that was my...
Alright. You know what? It's after 9, so we can probably, like... I think we've said what we need to say about this game.
Like, the game just... It continues on, and it gets lamer and lamer and lamer.
Oh, God. That's so sad.
It's just, like... I was furious by the end of this game, because, like, to just briefly go over it... I'm just trying to remember. Like, yeah, Erin has become this MacGuffin to the game, and you, like, go... you'd like go after her or something. She's like become sort of laser ghost or something.
Okay.
And I don't even know what to say. Like it just sucked, and it
just sucked.
It just sucked, man.
Yeah.
And it I think it made me mad because the things that bother me are disappointments. Because if nothing is at stake, it's like, whatever. That's why I have such a good time on Watch and Plays. Like, we know the games are going to be bad. You know, like, there's very seldom any expectation. And a lot of them are just, they're just crap because they're unambitious. They're not trying to do anything.
Yeah, it's all just like
you know,
engine assets.
Yeah, the most egregious ones are the ones that are just like, obviously cynically created by people who are like, I want to make a video game and sell it and make money.
Right.
So I will slap together some generic horror assets and put it on Steam, and people will buy it, and I will get money. You know, just like no ambition.
Yeah.
Or at all.
Yeah.
Like I will give credit to like a game that is trying to do something and maybe falls short.
Yeah.
I guess. But like this, it could have been good. It has like all the tools necessary for this to have been good, but it's just like this really fell down in the writing and how the writing sort of intersected with the gameplay. You know, it's just
no, exactly. The thing about being a master thief who, you know, only steals the big, you know, the big catches, right?
Or just anything that's not nailed in.
Yeah.
Scissors. Garrett wants scissors.
Yeah, these are worth something.
Sweet.
What about this?
What about a mouse? He just starts like ripping like boards off the wall, pulling out nails.
It's like, hey, I know a guy I can sell drywall to.
It's like, dude, I know a guy. I want a game like this, but you're a hoarder.
Oh.
That'd be too sad, maybe.
No, like,
we don't need that experience. But
I tried watching Hoarders once because my mother watches it just like with horrified fascination.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do it.
It's
it's too sad. Like even though they like the show is them trying to get help for these people, right? And a lot of them like make it out, but it's too sad.
Yep. Isn't that Skyrim? Yeah, that's basically Skyrim. But yeah, like I don't know how. Maybe like for a game like this, instead of a so what, because there's not one. You know, so how could we how could you fix this?
Well, I think caring about the world is really the crux of having, like,
I mean, I would
like how is this character how is Garrett characterized?
And
he isn't
well, but
really.
Yeah.
Like, we get that he's a gruff old man who doesn't like
doing
his
stuff.
partner.
Yeah.
And
his
that he's a
partner
master thief.
Yeah. Well, we keep having it insisted that he's a master thief. He's basically just a guy with some gadgets.
Yeah.
You know, like
give him a motivation. Like, why is he stealing all these things?
And the motivation has to be beyond the previous games. Like, I think each iteration has to sort of like establish that fresh.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're coming back to a game after like 20 years.
Like you need to start from brass tacks. It's like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Yeah. Like, you have to assume your audience doesn't know this character, and honestly, this character doesn't seem to have much in common with the previous Garretts. Right? Like, it's a different voice actor.
Yeah, like...
he looks different.
If I were to try and describe
the world feels different.
Yeah. You know, it's like that classic test that, it was what Red Letter Media said about, the Star Wars prequels and original trilogy.
Yeah.
It's just like, the way you tell which characters are bad is like, describe this character without mentioning any of their outfit.
Yeah. Or their job.
Yeah. So it's like, Garrett is grumpy. He's mysterious, kind of? Not really?
Yeah, he's a cipher.
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
a lot of video game protagonists suffer from that, but it's just like, Garrett, he's trying to be a like a sort of a Batman or what have you. It's like, doesn't like it. So yeah,
like I don't know, like the thieves in our mythology are usually like tricksters, right? They tweak the nose of the powerful, right? They take away the things that don't actually matter.
What's a god to a non-believer?
Yeah, and you have to work with that, right? I mean, maybe you don't. Apparently, you don't. But it would be nice.
Yeah. Okay, Garrett is poorly written Batman. Yeah, kind of.
I don't think this game would have been made if it wasn't called Thief.
Yeah.
Never mind being better received. I don't think this game would have happened if it wasn't.
Yeah, like
called
without
Thief.
the Thief branding, this would still be a trash can.
Yeah. Batman, even in his worst incarnations, has 10 times the motivation that Garrett does.
Oh, yeah.
And the characterization, because at least he has a backstory. All we get here is that Garrett doesn't like the way kids are thieving these days. Because they use a claw. And he didn't need the claw, but now he has one, so it's kind of handy.
And he likes
Right,
it,
like-
but he uses it way better than Erin.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
she's dumb.
Yeah.
Because she's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, these girls, they're so bad at everything.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway.
Like,
yeah.
I just don't know why I'm doing these things.
Give me a why. Give me
Yeah.
a so what.
Give me a reason. Like, why are we going on these missions? For money? We've got tons of money. Like, you go through Garrett's, like, attic secret base,
Yeah.
right? And he's got mountains of shit.
Yeah.
Just sell it. Go retire. Live out in the country.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's like in D&D campaigns,
Mhm.
right? You get, like, a handful of gold pieces, and suddenly you can live comfortably.
Yep.
Right? Why do you keep going? Right?
For the adventure.
Well, yeah.
Which, you know, for
But-
that character is, or better, you know, if you have a fully realized character written, it's like your character has a motivation. It's like, I don't need this gold. I want to save kids.
Yeah.
Or like, I want to be the very best like no one it was before. Or, you know, it's like, I want to find the ultimate opponent, or like die a beautiful death, or, you know,
Yeah.
just like anything.
Yeah.
It's like,
instead of being a character who is deliberately or disinterested in the world.
yeah. Anyway, we should thank subs.
Oh, we should.
Let's get some subs.
Where are the
Where's the sub wall? Where sub? Where sub? All right,
Okay,
let's run it back.
Okay.
Let's start with Admiral Mamo.
32 months in a row saying John Madden, Ayu.
Ominously ominous for 19 months.
Issa the NG resubscribed for 14 months.
Kai's 58 for 8 months. You guys are the best. I need to go to bed, but I'll be watching tomorrow. Thanks for everything you do.
Oh, you're welcome. Zach Morningside resubscribed for 3 months.
Ozzy for 22 months. Does every Snorsh even realize they're being unusually strange? Attributed to X.
Rhapsody 032590 resubscribed for 2 months in a row saying, love you guys and everything you do.
JD Church 117 just subscribed, a new sub.
Ooh, Clover Vibe also just subscribed. Thank you and welcome to the channel.
Mennonite 42 subscribed for 5 months in a row. I don't know.
Man, story of my life.
Yeah, nobody does.
Feldheim C resubscribed for 37 months in a row saying, awful game, awesome analysis.
Incantatio for 37 months.
Comrade 09 resubscribed for 37 months.
And Sgoel? 300 bits. The bits!
The bits.
Nazragul for 13 months in a row.
Mike Smith resubscribed for 25 months in a row.
And Mr. Flip, I was just on for 61 months in a row. That one's the one that's broken, right?
I think so. I think Mr. Flip.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Mr. Flip the author of Lurbot?
Probably. I was just on the Oxenfree VOD, and Cam is like, come with me on this journey in the Orphic myth and deep in Greek stories. And 5 minutes later, come with me on this journey in Warhammer 40k. I think that's a perfect summary of this show. Yep, absolutely. Get a guy who can do both.
I want a t-shirt. I think we should produce a t-shirt that just says, doing neither. I would wear that t-shirt.
That's good. That's good.
Gorilla87 resubscribed for 21 months in a row.
And 7.dmg for 5 months.
Thank you all so much.
And we will
you make this possible.
Yeah, you did this. This is your fault.
We'll see you.
You'll see Cam next week because I'm taking some time off.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're gonna do?
You know what? I think I want to do Bloodborne. I want to talk about Bloodborne.
Gonna talk about Bloodborne with question mark person possibly.
Yeah.
And then I think the week after that, let's just say now we're gonna do Gone Home.
Yeah, I think
that one's important, and I think we can do it in one session.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I'm totally on board with that. I would.
Yeah, it's
love
a
to play
pretty
Gone
short
Home.
little game. I like it.
Okay,
a lot.
and then we should probably also look at doing like Firewatch.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. So look forward to that.
And then I will see you guys next on the pre-release on Sunday.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything going on tomorrow?
There is an AFK with the Star Trek TNG VHS board game. I think.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
yeah.
Holy moly.
Experience Beach. You must experience Beach.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay. See you guys later. Toodles.
Later.
Going offline. No. have to hit the thing.
But